Hey guys, it's been a hot minute, about a week, and welcome back to, of course, the Naraka Celestra Cup Season 1, now into its finals. Introducing ourselves, my name is Asarai, and with me is, of course, G10. We'll be your casters, breaking down everything. How's it hanging, man? How you doing?
It's been good, Asarai. Couldn't be better. I am incredibly excited to see some more Naraka. It's been a while since I've actually watched. I was supposed to be casting with you last week, but
Hmm.
unfortunately, technical issues happened. Wasn't able to. So now I'm gonna make
Hmm.
up for it with some very very intense Naraka action here, because this is the
Oh yeah.
finals of Celestra Cup Season 1, actually.
Yeah, it is. And it just means that we've kind of culminated everything from the qualifiers, semis from last week, all up until now. But here's the big changer here. If you guys were looking at some players, they were doing dominating performances on and maybe even off stream, both groups, Group A and Group B, will now be merging into one. And by that meaning, it would just be that some of the players that were dominating in their own respective groups will now have to deal with the top dogs of the other group, since this is going to be that finals. No more separations. I know, last week I was a little bit confused as well as to what kind of happened with the showings and whatnot. But what
Yeah.
we did is we basically just showed to you guys, our viewers, one particular group with two of their matches rather than two different groups and one match apiece. It didn't make any sense. The continuity would be exploding. Marty's not going to be happy with that. Doc is not going to be happy with that. So we kind of wanted to move forward with just watching those. But now, of course, it's going to be both groups combined into one. And let's go straight into the kind of format, or not
Yeah.
kind of, but the format that we will be using for this one. And as I mentioned, we've done with the qualifiers, we've done with the semis, and now here we are for the finals. 60 teams per round for the solos, and 20 teams per round for the finals. Actually, 60 players per round in
60
the
players,
solos.
yes.
Yeah, and then 20 teams per round in the trios.
Yeah, and yeah, these are the top 60 solo players of Naraka Blade Point at this moment in time. And yeah, you were hyping up when we were talking earlier. You were hyping up one of them, Master Demo in particular. He is, currently at the top of the ladder right now. Doesn't always get the W, but he does play consistently enough, get enough kills in order to get him really up there. So here's how the point system works. Depending on your place, you're gonna have a multiplier for your score, and also depending on your place, you will have a base point. But also adding kills, each kill will be adding 1 point. So there's the calculation. Your total points will be your base points plus your kill points, both of those times the multiplier based on where you placed. So if you're in the top 15, you should be looking pretty good, at least in the solos.
I would say sort of, because
Sort of,
we saw last week. Unfortunately, you weren't there. Me and Jaeger were kind of discussing it as well. I forgot which player that was specifically, but we do have, before anyway, we're going to show you guys quickly the prize pool. Of course, you know what it is. 2,000 for the first place in solos, and then trios it's going to be 3,000. And then here's the kind of extra cheese on top. If you guys have the most kills on the semifinals, but now, of course, for the finals, we will be adding $100 for you guys. So
that is some cheese. I like that.
Exactly. For trios, it's literally the same, $100 extra if you have the most kills. And speaking of which, that's one of the things I've wanted to mention to you, man, is that it seems like, how do I mention this? If you're gonna do the scurry strat, I kind of wanted to call it scurry strat because it matches with strat, where you don't really try to go for fights and go for placements, because there is a multiplier for points. It doesn't really reward you that much. And to be honest, the points for rank 1, rank 2, it's not really that good. So you need to kind of go straight for those kills. And speaking of which, Master Demo has been on the tippy top of that. There have been some outliers like Monkey, Jerry K also going to be joining now this particular group in the mix of it all. So maybe we'll see a lot more aggressive players kind of traverse the Herald's trial in solos. But at least from what we saw last week, it was very, very few and far between, except for, of course, the one player himself. But I'm looking for other players to try to do something different now, because this is the final stretch. They're not playing to get into the finals anymore. This is the finals. They got to do it now.
Yeah, and all the pressure's on these players. You have to play aggressively here in order to secure your placing. And you know, sometimes even if you die, even if you get like a lower placement overall, if you get enough kills, that could still propel you to the top of the ladder board in the end. And I think that may be the strategy that players like Jerry K and Master Demo will be using. Just incredibly aggressive play, maybe looking to use something like a Matari or Viper, perhaps.
Usually, I think for solos, it might be Matari. We did see, I think, maybe one or two Viper Nings, maybe, as well as the newest one again, Valdaqui. Yeah, exactly. There you go. But I feel like Matari is probably the way to go. We didn't really see any Tian Hais at all that time. I think maybe just the one, but that's about it. Not really super popular. I think once you go into that Titan form, you don't really want to expose yourself to the elements, to other players as well. Very, very easy to kind of smash you in, exactly, especially in solos where nobody can really pick you up. And if you de-Titan, right, you're just going to be, again, kind of just vulnerable to big opponents. Speaking of which, though, I just wanted to point out, and I was double checking in our lineups here. We have a player called Mickey, and I was looking straight into his Discord handle, and it's Mickey Double P. Dude, this is the famous streamer /pro player or ex-pro player. I'm not sure if he's still playing competitive right now. So, yeah, okay, we got some other names here aside from of course the big dogs of Naraka, and I'm just excited to see how this goes, because again, we are going to be creating that space for these particular guys. Anyways. Again, guys, we'd like to talk to you about real quick what we do have in store for Naraka Blade Point altogether. So we are very excited to see the new Longsword skin, which has actually been out for a couple of weeks now. It's looking pretty fantastic. And of course, the new hero, Valdaqui, making her way to become a prominent character in Naraka Blade Point.
Yeah, and there were teasers everywhere around social media. Players were just itching to get their hands on that new hero. Understandable, because she is a water character that provides so much crowd control on the battlefield. She's really, really great in trios.
Yeah, definitely. Valda looks like a fun character to play. Who doesn't like the idea of splashing water at each other? I mean, I'm assuming at least a lot of our viewers here are probably Asians, or actually if you're just a human being, you just want to get into the beach or into a pool, start splashing some water, and Valdaqui kind of reminds you of that. Must say as well, the details on her abilities just look fantastic, amazing. The animations look smooth, as you can see, and the tiny fishes surrounding those bubbles really do give a kind of sense of immersion, that you're in an aquarium if you make the mistake of traversing into her abilities.
I mean, immersion is the right word here, because you will be immersed in that water. And she even summons a mermaid with her ultimate on some sort of a high water platform. Just it gushes into the air, then she stands on top of it. And then pelts you with water spears. Not to mention her water tornado is just, her aesthetic is just absolutely amazing.
Definitely. So if you guys have not yet checked out Valdaqui, be sure to do so. She's already available right now in stores. You can pick her up quite easily. Maybe you can play a couple of games to build enough money to be able to buy her, or you can at least purchase that in-game currency to be able to purchase her as well. It's that simple. It's that easy. And it's good. She's actually pretty viable as a hero, so to speak. We have seen a couple of players now kind of try to implement her. She is a little bit tricky, but once you get the hang of her, she does start to kind of really pay off in terms of that overall performance. Also, my man, I do believe that we still also have a couple of broadcast channels for our viewers here. While we prepare the first game of the day, we also do have Naraka Blade Point, or the Celestra Cup, available in Vietnam and Thai language as well. All you gotta do is check it out on Nemo TV.
Alright, so yeah, we got twitch.tv/Naraka Blade Point for English. We got Vietnamese, facebook.com/Naraka the game, or Nemo TV/Naraka Esports. And for Thai, you can go to youtube.com/c/Naraka Blade Point, Nemo TV, Naraka Esports, TH. And we will be getting into the first game right here, Herald's Trial. First game of the solos. We're gonna be following Master Demo because this guy, as you said, he is just one of the most consistent players that we've seen so far in this tournament.
Yeah, he definitely has been. Gotta say as well, he has used Tarka G for, I think, the duration of both the solos and trio matches. And what I was actually not privy to, and was only given a glimpse of it before, is his kind of tech with Tarka G. Once he used that AoE, the blackout, right? The AoE fire, it's not only used as a mobility tool, he also uses it quite well as like kind of some sort of juggler extension tool. And it's really fantastic to see. So we'll see if he's going to be able to make that happen once again, as Meltinez and Biteki go head to head against each other. A bit of maybe overextending their fights there. And it seems like it should be Meltinez to get that dub. Nice little stun from Biteki, but he's got to be careful. Right behind him, hot on his traps, it's going to be Lightspeed.
Yeah, and Lightspeed trying to third-party that real quick, but yeah, that is the first fight of the round. Meltinez already grabbing that first kill, grabbing a good point for themselves. And yeah, the spear is just very, very meta in this game. All of his attacks are very... they're just incredibly good and very beginner-friendly. Also, so it's no wonder that they're going to be using it quite a lot.
Oh, Lightspeed.
Oh yeah, Lightspeed. He is on the chase though. Look at him. He's not letting Meltinez get any breathing room to heal, get armor back, and try to loot. See, he's already chasing. He knows he has the advantage here if it comes to a 1v1, and he does have. Oh, he gets a couple of good hits on Meltinez before they get back into.
Oh no!
Oh, wow, that's a stun, and the burn. Meltinez is going to get taken for a ride there, but not taken down as of yet. He's still trying to get those hits in, but Meltinez is using mobility incredibly well, but that will be a down for Lightspeed, taking a kill for himself.
If I'm not mistaken, there still should be a res before the first circle closes down, so Meltinez will be back later on. We are seeing, of course, the first zone is going to be popping up quickly into Ryozun's fight here. Does have the katana. I'm really liking this. It's only going to be the common one, but it can deal that much damage. A couple of pop shots here with the cannon just to kind of create a bit of space. And Monkey, this guy is ridiculously good with movement. I'm not sure how Ryozun's going to be able to go about this, especially when Monkey is on that Matari. Very, very easy to just kind of lose track of the opponent when you go for those dashes. And Ryozun kind of keeping his distance, making sure that he can maybe keep track of his opponent, but decides to go away, knowing that even if he might have the healthier character, so to speak, with his armor and whatnot, it still might be kind of difficult to fight, especially in such a defilade rich environment. Lots of cover.
Exactly, and yeah, Monkey kind of living up to their name actually, because as you said, the mobility is just really good from that player. Master Demo here that we're looking at, I think he was possibly scrapping with somebody. Did use his ult. Oh, might be on the case for Lightspeed here. Definitely looking for somebody to fight with, as Tarka G, a very, very technical character. He's also got already purple armor as well, so that's going to be a huge thing for him. Although here's a battle that's happening right now. Frostivus versus Olivier, I think it is the French pronunciation of that name. But Olivier is just going to run away. Nigurudeo, he says. Okay, but It's fine because Lightspeed is going to get tracked.
Wow.
And look at the damage. Master Demon already taking all of his armor out. Oh my god, look at the cancel from the grappling hooks. He's trying to bait out Lightspeed, and he does. It works. He's gonna get the juggle. And one more hit should do it. Lightspeed is down. That is a point for Master Demo.
The reason why I said wow was Master Demo perfectly baited out the F1 or the F ability of Lightspeed. He delayed his slash and then perfectly read his opponent. It's not only the reactions, it's also the reads that comes out from Master Demo here. Now it's a fight between the Mataris. Who's going to be the better of it? Pond, he's been a safe player from last week, but now he seems to actually just pull the trigger into the fight quite quickly. Has to go and maybe chase down, but when his opponent is invisible, it might be too tall of a task. Never mind. He finds it perfectly. That's going to be a juggle. We'll see if the follow-up is going to be true, is going to be there to hit. A couple more shots. He's looking. He actually spots it perfectly. Doesn't even need to predict it. He can see the outline perfect. Now, oh, what parry! That's it, Pond. What a beast. But here comes another player. It's Olivier with the cannon. And, oh no. He's got the great sword. This is going to be so difficult for Pond to deal with, especially now that he is just getting mowed down, by the great sword itself. Say goodbye.
Yeah, that was honestly a very, very good chase coming from Pond, and that predicted the strike, got the parry off, but unfortunately there was just, that was Olivier catching up to him. And look at Mines though, tracking down Cozy and taking him out with the dagger, I believe that is. So you see the movement and the tracking from the grappling hook. These players are on another level. They are competing. This is basically the first Worlds tournament for Naraka. So these players are definitely incredibly skilled. They put so much effort and so much time into learning this game, and it's paying off for a lot of them right now.
Yeah, they're definitely not kidding around. Tuna Cookie, yeah, he's been kind of the jester of the group. We haven't really seen him pop off from the semifinals from last week's matches, but I am kind of curious how he's going to be able to survive long into this tournament, because we only do have those 2 games, and then that's going to be it for the solos. Tuna Cookie now is in a bit of a tussle against, we call this guy J-Man. I know that Jaeger did mention it, that the Japanese characters meant small, if I'm not mistaken. I'll just call him J-Man for now. Please do correct me if I'm wrong later on, guys. But Tuna Cookie, even though he's getting chased, hasn't really taken substantial amount of damage, and he can actually re-engage if he does decide to do so, but seems like he is opting for the safer route of maybe just going and waiting for the fight to come to him rather than him going into the fight. Now looking into the other side, seems like Olivier has found another victim, but right behind him, it's going to be, of course, the man, the myth, the legend. That is going to be... I thought that was Master Demo out of nowhere.
I also thought it was Master Demo.
I also thought it was Master Demo. My bad. But Olivier just decides to, again, just exit out. Does have the Matari's invisibility to create that space, so to speak. And having that many buildings to go into, he's going to be fine.
Yeah, okay, so Lord X Opip is going to be in a little bit of fight versus Yuri here. And it's actually a 1v1v1, but all 3 players are not really committing to fighting right now. Yeah, especially Lord Opip. He's going to look for an opportunity to get in the fight when the other 2 are weak. Okay, so we're following Master Demo now. He is untouched, but he is going to be in a fight versus... I cannot read that name. It's going too fast for me to actually get a good grip on, and yeah, I do not understand.
Yeah, it's alright. It's alright. It's both Tarka G's, so it's fine. We can go for Tarka G1 and Tarka G2, but again, this man just knows when to space his parries. You can probably space your focus attacks, yes, but spacing your parries to read the focus is incredibly difficult when you know that your opponent is going to be waiting for that. It's an all-out 3-way here, as a Viper Ning has joined in onto the fray. I do believe that her ultimate is up, so both of these Tarkas gotta be careful Master Demo just deciding to go immediately for that high ground to be able to just lord over the rest of them. Now looking into the other fight here, Monkey back into our perspectives, G10. As he is going to be in a bit of a tussle as well, knowing Monkey, he does like to go for katanas rather than the longswords because of the fact that I feel like he loves to play on those buildings, on those trees, and his focus attack with the katana kind of complements the way that he approaches these kind of tussles.
True, but he's not well equipped for a tussle just right now because look, he's got common armor, his weapons at low durability as well. He's not gonna be in the best position, but he's still chasing. He's still looking to fight still. Although right now Aspag and Loves are in a little bit of a duel. There is the ult coming through. Aspag is going to go. Oh, he got knocked down though. He's trying to run for his life now. Loves is hot on his case. I don't think he's got... okay, there's a grappling hook, but he doesn't connect the attacks. Although Aspag is going to get stunned up, and Loves will take him out. That's a 2-kill streak for Loves.
He's not going to be able to kind of live that down anymore. No second chances, as we are already on the second Shadow Corruption here. Monkey still has not found a better suit of armor yet, so he's playing everything very, very slowly. I mean, again, in Naraka, you can win even with the lesser weapon, but if you're up against an opponent who is as good or even better than you, you might still want to have that extra, net of safety. And Monkey, just knowing that he can't really risk a fight just for the moment, decides to go for the safer route. Still, there is going to be that point here that these guys have to start getting kills as well. Again, placements is great and all, but when you have score multipliers that kind of work well with points, with kills, you need to go for those takedowns.
Yeah, exactly. And Frostivus is looking for that takedown. He's looking to scrap. He's actually looking to third party this. Trying to dash in, dash out, not really committing fully, but getting strikes in here and there. See, he's not looking to actually fight big, but that is a good double slash coming through. The great sword just hurts like your ex broke up with you.
What was that?
It hurts like that. That's exactly how much it hurts.
It's the great hurt from the great sword. I definitely agree. Now, Tunacookie, he's got to be a bit careful, but the focus attack is good. The spacing even better as he just demotes Shinsa away from his position. Got to be careful, though, because the grapple just lets him get back for a second try at another go. Tunacookie now kind of scaling around the tower here. Again, Greatsword is amazing and all, but you have to be the first one to actually get that knockout to get the most of this kind of situation. And when Frostivus is just at the precipice of joining in onto the fight, Tunacookie might have bit off more than he can chew. It's not crumbly, it's not sweet anymore, it's a bit bitter, and he is deciding to get away from this. In such close quarter combat, I think Tunacookie might have actually just made the mistake. Has to pull out the Sandstorm here, and the Root's gonna be happy, but oh, never mind. He gets away. I thought he was not going to be able to do so, but at least that ultimate of his creates that barrier of safety for Tunacookie to heal back up to almost full.
Yeah, this threesome is going to keep going for a little bit because there is so much verticality in this game and there's so much space to play around that it's very hard for these players to actually commit to a 1v1 deathmatch just right here in this area. But okay, Frost was trying to get snipes off with the bow. It looks like Tunacookie wanted to seize that opportunity, but Frostivus is very aware of his surroundings. Good stun up. Oh, this greatsword. He's chopping away. He's chipping away at the armor of Tunacookie here. But all Tunacookie does is he just has to land 1 or 2 hits, and all of Frostivus' efforts are gonna be basically met at with the same amount of damage. And it looks like Shinsa has also taken. Oh my God! What a catch! Frostivus in a little bit of trouble. He's gonna get chased down, but he's gonna start to get into the corruption. Big hit though, and a big block. Okay, the greatsword. Look at the damage. Yuri though tried to get into this fight, trying to get a third party, and he will successfully. Oh, he actually almost mistimes that. Shinsa has to get out. And he did get a kill out to Smiley, so that is going to be a big point, especially when you're this far up. Okay, here once again, Master Demo. Can he survive though? Because he has used the element. Okay, he's gonna get the stun lock and the the juggle. Look at this follow-up. He's keeping Shinsa in the Shadow Corruption.
Oh
and
my.
What a play.
He's not done just yet. The blackout's still active, and he is using the juggle, the repeat, to kind of keep doing it.
God.
Oh my goodness. Master Demo had a trick, an ace up his sleeve, and he uses it to utter fruition. Now it's down to the 1 versus 1 G10. Where is his final target? Right above him, full on HP. And who is it? None other than Jerry K. This is looking pretty worse for wear for Master Demo, but he still has the blackout, but only for just a moment. Jerry slashed him with a focus on the katana, and that is gonna be it. That was close. And look at the kills, G10. Look at the kills.
Yes. So definitely Master Demo, he saved like most of his killing for the end. Got 5 kills, tied with Shinsa actually for number of kills. But Jerry K does take the win, so he will be getting a little more points. He will be compensated for that. So I think at this point, Jerry K and Master Demo would have, I think, the same amount of points here. Master Demo with 1 more kill and Jerry with 1 more point from his placement.
That was fantastic. Look at how many players of ours had about 4 to 5 kills. You can really see that they were really putting the pressure on it, the pedal to the metal. Highlights are ready, guys, so check it out and enjoy these fantastic plays from that first game.
They'll never see me coming. Under fire.
Ooh, and we're back. I just gotta say, that was a ridiculous finish to that fight. It was,
Really was.
down to the wire. The points also a similar respect, because you were talking about it a while ago that, again, Jerry had the first place, but he had 4 points. There was Master Demo that got second place, but he had 5 points. And we're just going to wait for the leaderboard to pop up in front of us to see who actually leads the pack for this one. But gotta say, there have been a lot of other outliers that have how do you say this? Have kind of accumulated a body count. And speaking of body counts, it is neck to neck, Master Demo and Jerry K with 12.8 points apiece. Next up is Shinsa with 10.5.
Yeah, I mean, deserved. Shinsa playing a little bit of the range game. You saw how he was just sniping, trying to get picks off of people from wherever he could. But definitely Master Demo and Jerry K at the top of the leaderboards, very, very deserved. We have Loves at number 4, and tied with Tuda Cookie with 8.4. And Shark actually is also pretty high up there. And you can see these guys, even though they don't have that many kills, they're still pretty high up because of their placings and because of the score multiplier that they have. So that is really nice to see. And yeah, here's the rest of it. Sadly, rank 28 and lower, looks like they weren't able to get any kills, they weren't able to get any points, so they really got to step it up in the next game if they want a chance to come through and get to even top 3, because right now it's looking really, really good for people in the top 5, especially since there's only 2 games today.
That just means, again, it's the final countdown, it's the final straw, and it's going to be so difficult. We saw how a lot of these players were looking good in the 1v1s, but then afterwards they just could not find any space for them. And I feel like one of the most unfortunate players that we had from that first round definitely has to be Monkey. I felt like if Monkey just had that one little upgrade on his armor, maybe the blue one, maybe the purple one, rare or epic, that would have actually gave him much more confidence to go in for these fights. But you saw how thirsty everybody was to just get the first dip at the point that was looming in front of them. That was Monkey. Now, we do have, of course, the final set of players that we do have here who are just going to be at the bottom of the barrel. And interestingly enough, I'm seeing Biteki, I'm seeing Shizusan, who actually did quite well from last time. It's a little bit surprising, but it does happen. If you're not at the top, if you're not in the middle, it's obviously you're going to be at the bottom, and they have to try to get it all the way back, at least in this second round. And the thing about that, though, is we are on this last one, meaning that every point really has to hold true.
Exactly.
And I feel like for some of these players, they're going to be animals cornered to a wall. They're going to be bloodthirsty at going for this fight, man.
Exactly. And the thing about Naraka is that you not only need to have some really good technical skill with how you play the game, you also need to have some really good macro play. Because we were talking about it, and Naraka is a fighting game, but it's also a battle royale. And in a battle royale, the macro game is incredibly important. It's very understated. If you die early on, you're not going to be able to to get into the final circle. You're not going to be able to compete for those final points. So Master Demo's strategy, I think, was really just hiding for a little bit, getting to that final circle, and then demolishing everybody in there. And I wonder if he's going to go for the same strategy next. But I definitely think that all these players at the bottom half of our scoreboard are not going to be, they're not going to be going for those early fights or trying to hunt down other players aggressively, at least early on in the game, because they want to get to that late game, I think.
I will counter you on that. I will say the opposite, and these guys will start going ham at each other. They might have the same drop points, they might have the same spawn points, and we'll probably see them just scurry to maybe look for a quick weapon and go immediately into a fight. Because I get that, again, they want to go for that placements, but I think every point that they can stack very early when everybody else is still looting might be an opportunity for them. And
Fair point.
I think there was I can't remember who was that one from the solos last week that got taken out so quickly that it just kind of left me taken aback. I think that was Jerry, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong though, but there was that one player that got caught very, very early and was one of the stronger ones. So it could actually happen to the top dogs here, whether it's Jerry K, whether it's Master Demo, Minds. So something like that could be a possibility that some of these players who are still looking in points might try to employ moving forward into the second round.
Exactly. And of course, I think they're going to be looking for more kills on people who are actually at the top of the scoreboard, because if you eliminate them early on in the game, you eliminate their chances of getting points. You take out their capability to place even higher. So that should, I think, be the strategy for those in like the bottom half. Ensure that nobody in the top 10 or top 15 stay in the game for very long. But that's very hard to do because Master Demo is just so technically gifted. You saw those juggles that he was doing. Just the micro mechanics of this man is insane. Just 1v4ing in that final circle. Jesus.
Yeah, I was kind of a little bit downtrodden that we didn't see more of Jerry K as well. Like, I know that we talk about Master Demo a lot here because he's the one that seems to have all the highlights in the world, but Jerry also is there very much right next to him, or even above him, I think, in some of our viewers' perspective, which is definitely true. He has great ability to read a situation, and it really does show. You were able to see him be very low in terms of HP, but then be able to kind of stick himself out, even for some untimely ultimates from opponents, which ultimately helped him out in the end. And I'm really curious what's going to happen if we didn't have the circle that we had from that round one as well. I think that last circle kind of forced everybody in a small little kill bowl that really didn't give that much space for, I think, Mataris to really expend. And where Tarka G might be able to do well is in that specific location where he could just, again, do those kind of juggle combos and start wreaking havoc because of how much mobility and fire damage or extra damage he can do with the ultimate itself. So maybe if we go for somewhere of a bigger expansive space, maybe that's where Jerry can make something happen with the Matari, who, again, because of the abilities that she does have, kind of nets you to believe that she's going to be more of that, dip in, dip out assassin style character. Even, of course, he can still make multiple damage combos with different weapons, and Jerry does that. But yeah,
and unfortunately, that is all up to kind of RNG. And something else that's also up to RNG is that we did have a little bit of a technical issue, and the live stream was off for just a bit, and we do apologize, but it should be up and running. It should be up and running perfectly now. So once again, thank you guys for watching the Celestra Cup Season 1. If you are just tuning in now, we just finished Game 1 of the solos. We should be getting into Game number 2 very soon, I think.
Oh, heck yeah. Again, we're just making sure that everything is going to be running smoothly for you guys. And as I did mention a while ago, we are live right now at the Naraka Blade Point official Twitch channel, which is awesome. Again, Naraka, knowing that their IP is literally a esports gold mine. It will spawn people who want to be competitive and want to show that to the world. And it's amazing that we have things like the Celestra Cup to make that happen. And what's also good is that they realize that this particular Naraka Blade Point game really rewards good mechanics and being able to win fights. And they kind of custom tailored the point system to work with that. And it really shows, right? Even if you can rank high in terms of the placements, yes, good and all, but they have 0 kills, you will be overtaken quite quickly by somebody who might have 5-6 kills, even though they're actually lower placement than you. It works that way, and that's why you're seeing Master Demo and Jerry K be on the tippy top. But of course, they're also rank 1 and rank 2 on the placement. Exactly. So it's a double sandwich. Wait. Double layered sandwich. There you go.
There you go. So it's like they are just top 1 and 2 in the last game, and because there was one less kill on the side of Jerry K, then Master Demo was able to make up that point, and I think that counts for a little bit more because he was able to kill more. So Yeah, I am very excited to see how these top players are going to be playing the second game, because definitely there will be a change in a little bit of a change in strategy, a little bit more emphasis on survivability, I think, in order to really maximize their point gain, because only the top three players will actually be getting any prizes. So you need to be able to get at least top three to make all of this worth it.
Yeah, and again, bragging rights, right?
Yeah, true.
It's the first season of the Celestra Cup. It's kind of that pioneer stage that we have here, where everybody knows already who's strong and whatnot. But for those who are just coming in to the Naraka scene, to the Naraka competitive scene, like you and me, we're kind of like slightly new to this one, and again, very thrilled to actually be part of the broadcasting talent for the Celestra Cup. It kind of shows to us what the scene in our particular region has to offer. I would be pretty remiss if I didn't want something to be like Celestra Cup, where it's LAN, and then we have like pros coming in from NA, pros coming in from SEA. It's gonna be fire if we get to that. So Corona, get out of the way.
Please get out of the way.
We need something like that. Here we go. Round number 2.
A Naraka LAN would be absolutely insane. And round number 2, Herald's Trial. Here we go again. There is the dragon that has all the power of the god. That has everything.
Oh, who's faster?
Ooh.
It's a musket only. Yeah. Okay.
All right. So still, musket is still pretty fine, I think.
There's the katana, Jerry. He's had some equipment here. Is he gonna look for the chase? Seems like he's trying to listen in. And yeah, it looks like he's just gonna try to look for the chase. What's the bounty for? He has to defeat Meltinez for 6,000 coins. All right.
Yeah. Okay. But Winterfell is going to be maybe an early target here for Jerry K. He knows that he's up there in placements. He knows that every single kill, every single decision that he makes could bring him closer to winning that top prize, $2,000. So yeah, everything is going to be a little bit more worth it here for everybody to take risks for.
Now I'm seeing right now in the chat, guys, I'm also reading the Twitch chat that we have. There is obviously that stream delay for safety for the players. Hold that thought first. Okay. Demons gets the first win of our little bit of a fight here. He had enough HP to take a bit of a beating before he could find the final blow, but it seems like Winterfell not lucky enough. Okay, he gets out. Here comes the musket shots from Jerry, and he does have that mobility now when he does acquire that weapon. He's going to be able to use that cancel. Let's see if he wants to dip in quickly into the fight, or does he want that overview? Winterfell is about to fall down, but the stun onto Untamed as he tries to go for the chase. Who's going to be first to get the cherry pop? And that is going to be Jerry. Smooth Criminal gets away without even any form of damage, any kind of blood splat from him, and Jerry goes into another fight against Untamed here.
Yeah, alright, so Untamed, he is going to have a lot less armor. Jerry just waiting for his opportunity, but he is going to get stunned up, juggled as well. Camo, he's trying to, to get the kill. He's already gotten Jerry K's armor down, but Jerry K is able to get out of there using his vertical mobility, because that's just kind of what he can do with Matari. So that's something that we've seen in the last game quite a lot. But hold on, because Tuna Cookie might be in a little bit of a pickle here.
He's picked up the legendary dagger. That is such a contrast to the great sword from last round. He's opted to pop in his ultimate. He does not have any good amount of armor. He does have some heals, so he'll be back up to full, but he realizes the situation might be a bit too much for him to handle, and just tries to vamoosh on out of there for the moment. Now, tries to pick up some weapons here, has musket as his range, but that doesn't really help him in this kind of situation, so he decides to just maybe get a bit of understanding where his opponent is. Tries to go for the focus attack onto the wall, dashes right in, and let's see if Tuna Cookie, one of the crowd favorites here, actually gets in out of this situation because the fight is extending and his armor doesn't really allow him to take that much damage as well.
Exactly. Okay, there's a juggle potential onto Crazy
Oh,
Soul.
the stats!
Oh yeah, look at this stun. Okay, so Valkyrie here, he does get the stun. There's the water tornado, gives him a little bit of breathing room to recover and get some armor back. Okay, that's a great juggle, timing it perfectly as Tuna Cookie exits the tornado. But now Tuna Cookie knows that he can't really fight this, so both of them are just gonna disengage for now.
There's like 2 other players that have joined in onto the fight as well. Tuna, okay, yeah, there you go. He just knows that he can't dip into the fight. Wait, does he really want to go for this though? This might get hairy, but he does have the musket for that long-range sniping. If he can maybe get that last hit, that'll be perfect for him. But if he kind of strays too far into the battle, it might be bad for him. Yeah, Target G immediately just uses the blackout to chug on, get out of there. The mobility, the speed, but has to be careful because even if you do have that extra bit of MS, you will get chased down quite quickly by grapples if you're way out into the open. Crazy Sola now getting himself a good amount of Soul Jades to kind of complement his playstyle. And Tuna Cookie finally finds, I think, a better armor there. But yeah, he needs to heal it back up, and there is no room, no breathing space for him to kind of do that when Frostivus is right on his tail.
Exactly. And yeah, he needs to get a little bit of breathing space here. And okay, he's gonna get stunned though, so he's gonna try to get back up. Look at the mobility, look at a little bit of desperation. He is going to break a line of sight. He's going to break off that engagement, get the recovery. So really, these players are playing for safety, I think, at this point. They're really not risking too much. They're trying to get favorable fights when they can, but if they can't, just retreat. Can't afford to die this early on.
Yeah, well, your guess is the better option here for our players. Aspa, he's going to be opting to use the blackout, and it really helps him out. Those little bits of hit stun kind of create a bit of space for him to try to work with, but let's see if the combo is going to be there. Juggled perfectly by Aspa, and he gets himself another takedown. For Stevus, on the other hand, if you can see the bottom right for right now on the kill feed, he's spotted, oh no, Tuna Cookie, who's been knocked out, giving him a 2-kill streak. So Aspa, simultaneously with Frostivus, have knocked out their own specific targets.
Yep, well done. So now though, we still have 28 alive at this point, so definitely we're shrinking. The numbers are shrinking. X-Red pops the blackout, and then he's going to try to get this duel on. Look at the stun, lock onto Crazy Sola, and that's going to be a double kill already. 2 kills for X-Red, doing much better than he did before, I think.
He is. That is, like, if you're in a 1v1, if you get caught at the start of that combo from the blackout, there just seems to be no escape against that. You have to kind of check out the situation, know that there is like very little way for you to just escape that kind of situation, and we might be seeing something similar, maybe a 3-peat of that one, as Untamed Cambo looks to go up against Shizuzun. Shizuzun, 0 points from what we saw in the leaderboards a while ago, and he's have to try to dig deep into what we were mentioning, that you have to play safe, get into the final 10, get a couple of kills while doing so. And he's got to bought enough time, because now Untamed Combo, he's out of his ultimate, and he just got parried beautifully. And Yotohime comes up, shows to him who the true royalty is. For a moment, that great sword deals some big boy damage if you're not careful.
Yeah, but you gotta actually land it. And Untamed Cambo, he has to get away. See, he was using that great sword, using those attacks for spacing to dissuade his attacker from actually coming into him. But now that he's got some amount of distance. Okay, here's the big sword coming through. Shizuzun is not going to land it though. He's still trying to hunt down Untamed Cambo. Untamed is going to get some heals off, and yeah, the kind of story of this fight is that Untamed is just trying to get away, trying to get some more health back. Yeah, Susan trying to use Yotohime's abilities to its max potential, but Untamed Combo, he's still... Look at that spacing, look at how he's dissuading Susan from even coming near by charging the Great Sword, but at the end of the day, it's Susan with the katana who grabs the kill. Untamed was just a little bit too tame there.
Some players of ours, they really do prefer the katana over the longsword, and for that specific situation, you saw why it looked incredibly powerful. Moving into a different fight here, Jerry finally into our perspectives. He's getting hightailed chased by Jocho, and if he's not careful, he might actually be out of this quite early than anticipated. This is the last round, as we keep reminding our viewers, because it's just that paramount. It's just that critical right now for these top ones and even the bottom ones to get as high as they can. Zunis closing into the bottom southeastern side of our map here, and Jerry, he has basically run a marathon very, very far away, but he is getting, well, quite, I'd say, successfully chased by Jocho, but Jocho, he's got his work cut out for him, as Jerry, he's a mastermind. He's a very proficient player when it comes to mobility, and it kind of shows with how much he traverses in just a matter of seconds.
Yeah, alright, so Olivier, we saw him do some really good stuff earlier. Let's see if he can win this 1v1. And yeah, but the mobility of the Matara is just a little bit hard to deal with, so he's going to have to make some big plays. He gets a little bit of damage off. Okay, the canceling off the grappling hook. These guys are playing very, very high level Naraka right now. Look at how they're just trying to get any advantage they can through movement. Every time they break line of sight, they're trying to get some recovery off. And every time they're in the fight, okay, there's a disarm. Olivier looking at trying to get back down. He still has a great sword as well as a long sword. And okay, he gets a knockdown first. This is a very tense fight. Look, okay, that is a good knockdown though. And he does knock the weapon out of their hands, and they
he found him!
Oh, he found him! He was hiding right under him the entire time, but it's fine because there are some counters from Tic Tac, and I think that's Tic Tac. But yeah, Olivier, he's got the advantage here. All he has to do is find out where this Matari is hiding, and there it is. There he is. Found it exactly where Tic Tac was hiding. Bam! 3 kills for him already.
Even our observer can't follow fast enough where these guys are going, but the players, they know exactly where it is. Man, the 3D kind of space recognition that our players have, man, especially the top ones, it's ridiculous. The kind of spatial awareness. There you go. Spatial awareness is, I think, the proper term for it. But yeah, it's kind of ridiculous. Arsad, right above you, buddy, and he is kind of literally hanging on for dear life. Gonna try to go on top of this bamboo tower as he goes and dips back into the fight. I like how he uses kind of that mid-air dash to create even more space. It's not only the platform, it's a bit of what's happening all around him, and it falls hard. He's going to be able to recover quite quickly, and he still has a good amount of HP. Now, wants to dip back into the fight against SNB. It's the 1 versus 1. Who's going to be the better of this mix? Matari doesn't really have her ultimate just yet, so Arsad's going to have to make use with what he has with the long swords. Oh, no, excuse me, not the long sword, but the katana, rather. And he's popping a couple of shots. Cannon's not really gonna, or excuse me, not the cannon, but the pistol, not really gonna find its target. And Arsad using that space, using that coverage to heal himself back up, while SNB just decides to get on out. Maybe he's kind of used too much of his effort, and he doesn't want to waste that too much. But the damage, not really connecting. I thought it was, but not really.
Yeah, it's not going to be too much, honestly. But still, Arsad is, he lives that. That's kind of the big thing. Mines, though, now to duel for his life. He is half armor and like a 3rd HP. But still, look at the combos. Look at Olivier getting stun locked to heck and back. There, he has to get out of there, though. Mines, I mean, so he can recover. They're trying to go for the kill onto Olivier. May not be the best play. Okay, from behind though, dropping in. He's able to get a counter onto this other player, Kawaii Desio. So in the middle of it, he's recovering just because of that skill of Yotohime. just being able to stand in the middle of it and recover is absolutely amazing. But now he's gonna be in another 1v1. Olivia is the one who's tracking him down this time. Look at how these two guys are they're teaming up on mines, but it is a yellow Hime, so the mobility with the spear as well as his skill. Okay, he finally does go down to the bow of Kawaii Desio.
Oh, barely gets out. Immediately recognizes the fact that Kawaii has the spinning blades and just immediately gets out before he gets hit stunned. Now dips right back into the fight. Tries to go for the juggle, will actually miss the combo, still picks it right back up immediately and switches to the Great Sword for even greater damage. But there's the Greater Sword from the Yotohime to just immediately force Olivia to get out of that situation. Now, he still has actually the advantage in this one because Kawaii in that general position has not healed up. So it only really prolonged the inevitable. Now comes in a different challenger, which is Kasoi, but Olivia, he knows what is to expect with this one. But Kasoi, of course, finally finds a bit of footing, goes again for the bit of damage, and Olivia, oh no, the Great Sword just too slow with the focus attack, giving so much reaction time for Kasoi to parry and punish, and that's gonna be it for Olivia.
Yeah, and that is our top 10 right now. Only 10 players left, and the shadow corruption is still fairly big. The circle is still there is a lot of places for people to hide, but it's still but there's still 10 people. That's actually not that much when you think about it, but there is still a huge area for them to traverse in. So it's going to be a little bit of a run fest without many full commitments here until we get to, I think, the final two circles.
I don't think we're finding Master Demo anymore. I just read in our future chat that he's not here in the server. We were not able to spot him, and the possibility of what I said a while ago that somebody might have been able to pick up a weapon and chased him down and just took him out of the game quickly might have transpired, because I mean we're down to the final 8 and we still have not spotted him. Now we're looking at Woods, who is one of our struggling players, I'd say, but maybe now he's going to be able to make something happen. Maybe he's gone to the lab and figured out what was a bit lacking. Now we do have Arsad, Shark, as well as player 20, excuse me, cannot read the name, who is in a kind of a three-way battle here. No one seems to be the victor for the moment, but Shark wants to dip into the fight, wants to join in onto the fun, as Arsad has to be careful that the Great Sword is just too much for him to try to beat down. And Arsad immediately backs away, does not want to have his HP taken down, only the armor, and there you go, immediately just heals back up the full.
Yep, Arsad, okay, he's going to make somebody stand right here. He should be able to get the stun lock. Oh, was not able to close out the kill because of that mobility. And okay, so he might get his skill taken from him though, so he's going to try to defend Shark for now. But yeah, Shark is going to have to run away, going to have to try to heal back up, and look at the storm coming through as well. Everybody avoiding that area. Player 20 just hiding out in a cave, in the wall of a cave.
Yeah, he probably just knows that because he's already in the top 8, he can try to milk out positionings much better. Same with like Wood, that I mean he's out in the open in a sense, but he does have some form of cover that doesn't really expose him to the rest of the players. For Stevas, let's see if he's gonna take down Smiley here, who is on that hot retreat. Does have the ultimate up, that's why it's making it difficult for Festivus to actually hit the shots towards him with the musket from the looks of it. And Smiley, look at that distance that he just created quite quickly in the blink of an eye. Back into the R-side fight. How good is the fight here? Really good spacing against the parries of his opponent. And immediately, these guys don't really want to commit once they lose a bit of HP, especially that they stop to kind of counter. If they don't get that, if they take like just a little bit of their armor, they just back away because they know if they get caught, it's curtains for them.
It is, and Shark is the one with the biggest advantage here, having gold armor already, and I think he's the only one we see with it. But he is going to get engaged on here. It's He's going to just be easily able to get away. That's just kind of Atari for you, really. Just this character in general is so slippery, so hard to really pin down. It's SNB though, who may be in trouble. Frosty was trying to stun him up, and he chases him into the Shadow Corruption. Yeah, he's gone. And it was actually BB Smiley who takes him out.
So I think if you do get taken down by the corruption, it doesn't count as a kill for the player that most recently hit you. If I read that situation correctly, that's why SNB just decided to not give the point at his death.
Yes.
You know, he's not a good bro. He's a bad bro. he doesn't want to help out. Oh! Caught on the tornado, and Arsad steals the kill. What a madman, what a mad lad. And he dips back into the fight. He knows that he doesn't really have the necessary HP to go about this. That's why he's still trying to create some space against Wood Solo. But if he's not careful into that, he's actually inside like a small pit in this one. I don't think there's any escape other than this one that we are looking at. I could be wrong though. But Arsad not pursued by his opponent, and we're down to the final 4. And looking into it, no Jerry in sight, no Master Demo in sight here, G10.
Yeah, completely different roster here for our top 4. For this one at least, we got Wood, Solo Q, Arsad, Pond, and these are players who have kind of been scrapping throughout the entire game. Is Sharky still here? I don't know. It's Frostivus, and Frostivus is going to try to get this. Try to get Pond. Oh, he does find Pond in the invisibility. There's a stun lock, but Pond is able to parry, and there is that Matari thing. Oh, he's trying to get the shots off though, using his, I think that's the musket, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, he doesn't get the kill though. He doesn't close it out, so it's still going to be a little bit longer that this top 4 is going to go on, at least until the circle gets very small.
Yeah, these guys are probably just going to be trucking along, moving around, looking to probably just keep safe. They know now that they have a good sediment of kills. They are down to the final 4, and the best that they can go for, the best case scenario, is to get that top 1 because of not only the big points, or the substantial points, I'd say, not big points, but also the multipliers that kind of net them. Yeah, the big multipliers, exactly. That's the one that's big, the multiplier.
Yeah, I mean, being top 1 and having a 1.6 multiplier, that is really, really strong. And that's also top 2, I think, as well. So these guys really are just trying to make sure that the multipliers they get won't be wasted, trying to get any extra kills that they can. But having a lot of Mataris in this one is going to be a little tricky. But it's Pod who gets stun locked, and he does get taken down to about 3/4 health without his armor. And looking at the resources as well, these guys are not like anywhere near getting out of armor powder or healing berries, so it's gonna be a little bit of a battle of attrition because okay, we do have a little bit of an was that the auto thingy? Yeah, the Gatling gun looking thing from
the swarm.
Yeah, the swarm from Frostivus. It's going to be very useful here, I think, especially if he can find these 3 just try to scrap with each other and third party basically.
Well, again, you mentioned it, battle of attrition, all of that good stuff. It really is going to be who kind of makes the first mistake here. If you get caught in a corner, in a ditch, you will just be out and about for it. Frostivus, yeah, if you get too much damage, they will not let you heal up. That's the thing, though. And Frostivus, he kind of dipped himself too much into the fight. He's kind of separated into the 2 1v1s now. And Frostivus, knowing that Arsad actually created that space between them, uses the situation to heal back up to full, which is very smart for him. So he realized he can't really force the heal, so he wanted to force the fight, to force the retreat, and now dip right back into it as Wood Solo Q. If anything gets a bit too hairy, he still does have that ultimate to just try to get out of that situation, but they're not letting it happen. Wood Solo, he's onto the sideline here, and he's just playing with fire right now, G10. He is so close to getting knocked out, and there's only just a little bit of time. Yeah, exactly, Silent Thorn.
Yeah, and Wood Solo Q though is he was able to fully heal up, but Frostivus may be in trouble now. Pod trying to juggle him, bring him into the Shadow Corruption, and Frostivus, he's not going to. Oh yeah, he's gonna pump the ultimate. He's going to try to get the Sunlock onto these three, but he has to stay alive. But he won't because Pod just finds him in the air with a single Katana Slash. That's it for Frostivus. Wood Solo Q, he's incredibly low. Arsad is trying to chase him down, recover at the same time as well, and now there's two. Like Arsad and Pond are just trying to take out Wood Solo right now. But sensing an opportunity, there's Pond 2000 trying to get a little bit of damage onto Arsad. Look at this tiny circle. Wood Solo Q incredibly low. Just one more hit from anything would do it. Arsad healing up, and it's Pond on the chase. Although Wood Solo is able to get some good hits in. He's like an animal back to the corner, but he is just so incredibly low. These guys, they don't have a lot of resources anymore. They don't have heals. They don't have armor powder. And Wood Solo Q, there's a knockout from Pons. He steals the kill from Arsad. That worked so hard to get it. One more combo. Pond with his dash out. Arsad, oh my god, he wasn't able to close it out, but there finally with a dagger slashes Pond 2000's throat, and Arsad will be the top one for this one. Where's Master Demo, though?
Final blow. Master Demo is 44. That is huge. Aye. Jerry at 16. But yeah, let's give a big recognition to the top 5 that we had here. Arsad, Pond 2000, Wood Solo Q, Frostivus with 6 kills, and Smiley at 5th with 6 kills. What a second round finale. That was just not what we were expecting, G10, and these guys just swung it out of the ballpark. What a finale for that second one. So guys, we'll have the highlights ready for you, and when we come back, it's the overall tally for the solos. Stay tuned.
Personal.
The shadow will shortly begin to spread.
I love this part.
Purify the souls of their filth.
Not the first, not the last.
The shadow spreads.
Not the first, not the last.
And we're back, guys. The highlights gave us a second look at all those amazing plays and clips that our players were basically trying to do to get to the tippy top of that second round. And kudos, a lot of them are actually on Twitch chat right now. So hey, guys. Anyways, the leaderboard is now ready, and
Frostivus!
Wow!
What an upset!
Go for it, man.
Yeah, I mean, definitely deserved. Frostivus, I think he was ranked 5 or something in that last game, but he already had a couple of points coming into it, and then he got 7 kills, or was it 6 kills in that last round? It was actually really close still. If you look at it, the difference is only 0.7 points. Jerry K, though, will be the second, and unluckily, Master Demo will not make the top 3, which is very unfortunate. He was a very talented player, but he just got eliminated so early. Top 44 in that second game. He wasn't able to consistently get his points. But man, congratulations to Frostivus, Jerry K, and BB Smiley. They will be your first ever solo top 3 winners of Naraka Blade Point Celestra Cup.
Incredible. Congratulations to these top 3 players that we do have. And congratulations to everybody that actually joined in. Now we're looking at the other pack rats that we do have in this solos tournament. We're looking at Hello Gaming at 22, Scheiberg at 24. I thought he'd have like a higher placement considering he was kind of one of the more aggressive players that we did see, but probably not able to win the fights. I mean,
he only got 1 kill.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate. J-Man at 2 kills with 2.4 points. Ashley K at 1.4 points, so still pretty respectable. Tiak Tak, again, just dropping down and looking into the bottom of the barrel. Yeah, a couple of zeros here with yet to do up until Azkabar.
Yeah.
2 Azkabars from the looks of it, yeah.
I mean, you know, it do be like that sometimes. In a battle royale, somebody's gotta die first. And unfortunately, it was those guys. Those at the bottom of the pack. They died first.
Yeah.
They weren't able to really go against the other very, very skilled players. So that was a little bit unfortunate, but still they made it this far. This was the grand final, so still I think a feather in their cap, a job well done, and congrats to really everybody who competed.
Yeah, again, it's bragging rights, yes, for the top 3. They get literally all of the lion's share of our solos prize pool, but that doesn't mean that everybody else did not do good or anything. They did as well as they could, and it just resulted in us enjoying the match even more. There were a lot of really good fights there. Unfortunately, there has to be a winner, there has to be a not winner, and yeah, that's gonna be about it for the solos. Now, guys, we're gonna go for a break. When we come back, we're setting everything up for you. The Trios Finals for Celestra Cup Season 1 is gonna be hollering right at you. So don't go anywhere. We're just gonna be taking a short break, and when we do come back, it's up for that. So it's me, Asarai, with G10 coming back for that one. See you guys in a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Naraka Blade Point Celestra Cup Season 1. We're now done with the solos. It's up to the final of the trios. My name is Asarai. Joining with me now is G10, and we'll be your casters for the rest of the night.
That's right, and the solos, they were incredibly amazing. There was a lot of really sick micro mechanics going on, and everybody was really doing their best. Unfortunately, the people who were at the top 3 after the first round, only Jerry K remained there at the end of it all. So big congrats to the top 3 of the solo tournament. But now it's going to be kind of what Naraka was meant to be. Like, you see all these heroes, they were kind of meant to play off of each other in a team comp, and that's what we're going to be seeing in these trios. Finally going to see my main girl Kurumi.
Now, format is ready, guys. Check it out. Of course, we were 60 players per round during the solos. Now it's 20 teams per round in the trios, meaning it's still 60 players overall, but now they can huddle up in groups and start to beat down on those lesser teams. If it's like 3 versus 2, 3 versus 1, you might not have a fantastic time in fighting that. And Speaking of which, G10, you mentioned as well, the looking forward to of seeing specific heroes that we didn't see in the solos. As you can see, guys, of course, this is the point system. But yeah, moving forward to what you were talking about, you're also looking at Karumi to be picked up here.
I mean, because Karumi is just, she's not a solo hero by any means. She's really a support, and she just needs a team in order to be good, and having a Karumi as well as a Chanhai, being able to heal up that big Titan is going to be pretty good. And yeah, you see guys, the total prize pool, and the solos have already gone past. It's Festivus who won the first place, $2,000, Jerry K with 1,000, but for this one it's going to be a little bit bigger because it is trios. You had to split the prize 3 ways, so the first place will be getting 3,000, second place with 2, and third place with 1.5.
Yeah, there is a big take for the solos, obviously, but I think a lot of people also are very much looking forward to the trios. Personally, I like the solos more because I feel like we can follow the action a little bit more here, but there is that point that Battle Royales feel much better when you play them in trios, because it's much easier for you to kind of, recuperate as well as pick up your teammates in a fight. It's not only going to be the one and done. Yes, granted, you can revive yourself before the first Shadow Corruption and close into the second one, but I think at least you have those multiple chances to be able to fight in trios. Now, looking into it, Tokyo Manji, a team that I definitely remembered from last week, one of the ones that was very, very, very scary to deal with. We are also seeing On Me, which I believe is the team of Master Demo and Jerry K. I think they grouped up. I will have to double check that. I think I might have made a mistake with that one, but yeah, we'll have to double check.
Master Demo and Frostivus who are
Frostivus. There you go.
They're the ones on me. They also have Amplexus Fatum in their team. But yeah, a lot of familiar names from the solo finals. And as you can see, we're actually all exactly on schedule here for the grand finals. But these games they're not gonna take an hour. So as soon as they finish, we want to get right back into it. We want to see who is really the best squad in a Naraka Blade Point, because this is the kind of the inaugural tournament of Naraka Blade Point. So we're gonna see who really is the best in, the world at the moment.
Yeah, I would beg to differ, though. I feel like it still is specifically within our region. I know that there are other regions that have pretty big hitters. That's why we were kind of talking about, hopefully, maybe in the future we can get like a LAN tournament for Naraka here, so that we can really see who's the better of each region. I know that there was some really ridiculous ones that come from NA, such as the number 1 Yotohime there. I think this is Jaxi OP. So I'd really love to see that kind of, fly into Southeast Asia. We're going to do the same thing and maybe fly over to NA. That will be extremely dope, if at all ever. But yeah, again, this is going to be a trios. What I did kind of see differently be played from solos in trios is that in trios, teams usually really do like to play it incredibly slow.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because of the fact that, again, because this is more of a group effort, you kind of don't want to have that one person play against multiple other squads when we get into, like, let's say the final 3-4 squads remaining. They always want to have it as a full 3, because it's trios, numbers really do matter. And we'll see how these teams kind of traverse around that. Tokyo Manji was one of the teams that really stood out to me because they really prioritized not only getting really good high ground, but making sure that the weapons that they had were maxed out in terms of their upgrades. We saw that the bow had the explosive arrows, which Tokyo Manji really did utilize on top of high grounds, just to rain down some terror on unsuspecting other teams, and it worked incredibly well for them. And that's why I think this is going to be something that I think a lot of the teams have to kind of differentiate again from solos into that trios.
Yeah, so I do want to see, because as you said, they will be playing a little bit slower than we're used to, but I believe it will still be a little bit more action back towards the start of the game. The mid game, I think, is going to die down a little bit, and then once we start getting to those final few circles, then the teams are going to really try to get a leg up on each other. Getting down there is going to be very, very risky. And yeah, there it is. We're going to be starting it off already. We're going to be following Olivier that we saw do pretty well in the solo tournament as well. But yeah, here we go. A little bit of early aggression because there is kind of not a lot of consequences for dying early. So okay, Olivier is the first one who goes down here that we see. But there's actually a couple kills already going through. And yeah, there's the Kurumi, kind of needed in team play. The Scheiberger is going to take quite a lot of damage. The weapons are not on the side of this team, so yeah, Paralyzed Zen is trying to get away, maybe get the resistance off, but it's completely fine. He will get taken down, but they still have a chance because Shadow Corruption hasn't spread yet.
CSZ video team, well, able to deal with the rest of Full Sense here. And yeah, it is that Full Sense team. Quite interesting enough. Oh, this is the big one. The Ami squad up against another. This is actually, I think this is like 3 squads in total. This is pure pandemonium. And it seems like we are in the perspective of Master Demo, who has chosen to pick himself up with that Yotohime. The rest of the squad has already gone in for the fight, and he is in a 3 versus 1. Decides to dip in just a slightly tad bit out, but immediately just recuperates and fights once again, recharging or focusing his attack with the katana. He's taken down a couple already, and this should be it for Bamboo if they're not careful. Great parry, great follow-up with a great sword, and that is all that she will road for Master Demo. I don't think he's going to be able to be saved up, and yep, they decided to just reset the fight. It's for Stevus, Master Demo, and Amplexus that will just have to live to fight for another time. Looking into another squad here, it is Mercy and the rest, and they have found NT and 99.
Yeah, and they are going to... It is going to be a 3v3. It's already... They are not fully committing, though. At least the Team 9 is. Because Mercy is... Look at the chase. Look at the mobility from the other team right here. Let's see though. Mercy can they? Sorry, I usually refer to the characters' genders instead of the players themselves sometimes. But already you can see the bow. What, that is already a gold bow. So that is a very good pickup very early on in the game. Just being able to rain down terror on people, rain down the damage, and although yeah, if you miss your shots, it's not gonna be that great. Okay, look at that though. Look, two big arrow shots, and you can definitely just get down from getting hit a little bit too much by the bow.
Bows are a projectile-based weapon, so being able to lead your shot and having good prediction is gonna be a big thing with it. And in any durability, in any rarity that it has, it only has those 8 quivers, so to speak. So you really need to make every shot count. It's an amazing weapon, but it does have that issue where, again, it does not have as many ammunition as you would probably want with it. But of course, Team Game Entertainment don't care, don't know how. They're gonna go in for a quick fight here up on top of the trees. Mercy again, dipping back in. How many times is he going to be challenged over and over? Misses the focus, has to immediately back off as Rip 113 is right behind him. And Rip 113, this is
oh,
yeah,
he did get a kill right there. He snuffed up, climbed the tree, and then was able to get that final blow. And Team Shu is not having a great time. Wish is running for his life, but will not succeed. Rip 113 with a double kill already, and all they have to do is stay down this last player. Oh, sorry. I was looking at another team, but Rip 13, he is doing quite a lot of work still. I think Mercy's still up for Team Shu.
Sorry, I just got confused a little bit. I'm pretty sure I saw Rip 113 yesterday in another show match that we were playing. Completely different game, but it's kind of cool to see him in another fight, in another game in Naraka Blade Point. Now, he's kind of going for the forward push. Nice little block on the attack, and they're kind of zoning in here as a three-man. Go in quite heavy. BRH's Taj S now already on the retreat, but can't really escape too much Rip, but he has to go for that repair on the weapon since it is going to be low on that durability. And yeah, there it is. Bestin has been knocked out. Tej gonna have to try to do his best, but not really going to be enough now, is it? As he is the last person standing. He's gonna have to just escape this, and they still might have a resurrection still up. So
Yeah.
at least leaving his teammate is gonna be all for the heck of it. But N99, he's one of those Tian High players that just hits it, and if he can get two with the grab, that's gonna be even more amazing.
Yeah, although these players are really good at dodging. They know that that attack, that grab is very telegraphed, but he does find Roy, and he's going to do some really good damage. And oh, someone's already down though. It's Noi. Look at, he's just trying to hit Roy. He's just trying to find this grab. Won't be able to find it at all though. It's so hard because at the top level the mobility of the other players are so good, and he does pay for it with his life. At the end, 99 gets taken out by Bamboo's Unique. That's like two OPM, two different OPM singers right there.
Yeah, for us Filipinos, right? What's kind of interesting in that is if you're not able to grab people with the Titan, the thing about that is, if you're supposedly in a 3 versus 3, it effectively pushes it down to a 2 versus 3, in a sense, right? Which means that your teammates that are fighting your opponents, which are trying to basically, you know, set up those grabs for you, and if you can't get those, you're basically leaving them in a numbers discrepancy. It is not an easy thing for them to kind of get out of. And speaking of which, we do have, of course, the next squad in our sights, Brotherhood, also another team that I remember being rather fantastic. Kaigo was a beast with the Greatsword. We thought Tuna Cookie was fine with the Greatsword. You should really see Kaigo. Now going back into it, Frostivus back into our sights. Up against CSN, Kasano. And he's in a 1 versus 2 scenario where, yeah, go back to the drawing board. It seems like that's going to be curtains for On Me. And I'm wondering if they actually still have Plexus alive, because we only saw 2 of the members. There still could be a third somewhere around. And you answered it immediately as I asked it. He's dead, and that's going to be out for On Me.
That's actually his carrot on the top right of the screen there, a little bit.
Yeah.
That he was the first to go down, I think, and then it was Master Demo. And finally, Frostivus, he was valiant effort to stay alive. And he almost actually got that as well. He was almost able to 1v2, but just the man advantage is a little bit too much. So yeah, that's curtains for On Me for now. There is another game later on, so there is still another chance for them to rack up points and get up there in terms of the leaderboard. But right now there is a very intense fight coming up here. They are inside the Shadow Corruption. Ripper is trying to live up to his name, and he does. Sorry, that was a High Bro Casino who actually stole that kill away from him, but yeah, great hustle here by Team 16 Shipper.
They are outside, so they have to at least try to transition in. Again, as well, I think the power rankings are much more different when we came from solos up until trios.
Fair enough.
There really is that different dynamic once you start working as a group. And even if you're gifted mechanically, when there is more than multiple targets, you have to know that it's not just that kind of, you know, one-on-one situation. There is going to be that point where you have to also understand how to dip out of the fight, and if a fight is too heavy for you, just back away. But it seems like some of these squads still don't understand that. Anyways, Ali's, yeah, there it is. Viper Ning's ultimate to tether everybody in, and wow, detethered as soon as he tries to actually make use of that. In any case, though, there's going to be a big one here with Nemo TV Snack DQK out in the middle.
And he does get a kill onto Lightspeed, who we saw doing really well in the solo tournament earlier. Well, not really well, but he was followed for a little bit. But look at the juggles as well. Really good stuff coming in. It's Henry, who does get a kill onto 9 Wayne. Alice trying to get some free damage, trying to steal some kills away. Fair enough. Because he really don't want to risk too much. Third partying could be a great option, but staying back with the bow is also very viable. Oh, I actually thought he hit that, but it was just the sound of another projectile that was being used. Ish 97 though, in a little bit of a dire situation. Although should be fine. It's Nimo TV Akame TM that is actually being bullied right now. Will go. Sorry, it's it's Yin who goes down. Sorry, not the other person, not Akame, but. Look at the movement. Everybody is trying to dodge out the blue focus coming through. Akame gets thrown through the air. He is very low, but the parries will keep him alive for not very long as Is just uses the great sword, slashes him down. Pampy trying to run away, get the second chance here, go for the res perhaps, but they are going to hunt him down, and that's it for Tokyo Manji.
Tokyo Manji expected them to survive much longer than that, but again, it's pure chaos once the fight does continue, and sometimes it do be. Trident now gonna be on that quick rotation. That is 3T. Excuse me. Everybody else actually starting to move inside the circle. Trident in a big fight here, as we are seeing in front of our bottom side of our screens. Celestra's map kind of just hovered over by Brotherhood. And I feel like there might be a team that would definitely contest on. Now, here's one of the things as well, G10. Full Sense, not really a standout team from last week's matches. Maybe this is their time. And dipping back into it, Brotherhood, they found themselves in a bit of a pickle here in Celestra.
Yeah, because having that sandstorm and being trapped in the building, that is not the best position to be in. But they should be fine. Look at Henry, he's gonna risk the res right here, and he will be able to get it. So yeah, DQK. Wait, did he risk that, or was there really nobody there? I think they actually wiped out the other team and was able to get going. So props to DQK. Well done.
He's actually still knocked out. Nobody has picked him up yet. So wondering where he specifically is. Bit of a fight here between Full Sense as well as GLC. It's prolonging quite a bit. Full Sense, they're not letting up at all. They have a lot of ultimates to try to work with in this particular fight. And one of them being, of course, the Sandstorm activated once again. And everybody inside the pit is just being battered down by the Great Sword. And Paralyzed, not making any mistakes for the moment, does get parried. Gotta back away first. Thankfully, it was not, actually not a parry, but rather a hit on hit with the blades. His focus attack not finding the mark that he's quite looking for, but he's found a target. He is just marking it down. Rivals, perfect. That's gonna be a knockout. What a read from Paralyze.
Yeah, that was a perfect block, the perfect greatsword swing down, and all they have to do is take out the last member of GLC. Haigyo fighting for life right here, and it's not gonna be fighting for much too longer. Olivier is the one who nabs that kill, and yeah, Full Sense doing very well. They're in the what is the math? Top 9, top 10 teams right now. So half of our player base has effectively been chopped down, and well, this is trios, so there is one person, like it looks like there's one person who's just a solo now. Probably can't get to their teammates because of the shadow corruption, which is unlucky, Rubber Ducky.
What?
Yes.
I've never heard that before.
You're welcome. I use it quite a lot in daily life.
There you go. Wow, in daily life?
Yeah.
Makes it all squeaky. Playing on that. TGE, yeah, just quickly looking into them. Rip 113, yeah, he had some action yesterday on a different game that I was also casting. I'm pretty sure it's the same guy, because Rip 113's a pretty unique name.
Yeah.
Anyways, looking into this other squad, it's Shipper. I don't think this was one of the teams that I casted from last week's matches. Probably from the second group as well. There is Yeah, they're inside the zone here, and they're gonna have to move around a little bit. Those lightning charges, they gotta be careful. But
Yeah,
there is some
Hydro, though, was
really
able
good
to
loot.
dodge everything.
True.
So yeah, you can see how like skilled these players are. I just kind of steer clear from the main breath usually, but these guys, they're able to use their movement, and man, Naraka has some like really intense movement, so I mean, they're able to use that to really dodge out. And you can see, wow, Bastin jump shotting just to keep his profile low, to keep himself moving so they can't shoot him back while he shoots them. That is a very good strategy, but something that only like gamers can do. You gotta put on your gaming pants for that.
You gotta put your gaming pants for that. The Bushwookies.
Yes, the bush.
Yeah,
Wookie.
it's playing Jack in the Box, right?
Surprise!
If you make the mistake of expecting it with 1 turn, 2 turn, and then you're just not expecting it anymore. You might just get, as I mentioned, surprise. It might be an unpleasant one, because anybody who makes a mistake of getting into that is going to be in a 3 versus 1 out of nowhere. Now, Brotherhood seems like they are going to be good onto the fight. And yeah, there it is. The surprise has been opened. But wait, Dr. Cognac. No, not Dr. Cognac, but the other one. The other squad has gone into the fight. Still, they will find their mark. N99. He's trying to yoink one. Can he yoink the other? This is going to be
he
a
found
straight...
Dr. Cognac.
He needs another one. Oh, he did! Oh, but he got away just in the nick of time. Because again, if you're able to get 2 yoinks and smack them together, I believe that is an instant knockout. N99 has to back away. He is very, very easily going to get knocked himself. Titans do not reset your HP when you get de-titaned. And N99 only had the 1 shot to make that work. And I believe another squad has joined in onto the fray. This is going to be a bit hairy here, as Dr. Cognac is already very low, trying to escape and just get on out of this very, very precarious situation.
Oh, Everrock maybe in a little bit of trouble, but he's trying his best, desperately trying to get away using Kurumi's heal. But finally, look at that. The great sword from Roy will finish him off. Dr. Cognac still running himself. Bamboo Slow's trying to catch up, but the movement insanity, as well as the just like all the recovery and the heals that Kurumi has naturally, Dr. Cognac should be able to live very easily, even through like just being in the Shadow Corruption for as long as he can be. That does dissuade chasing, but that also means that he can't really be around to help his team for a bit.
I mean, he can go back though, to the safe zone technically, but depending on how much heal he has and how much HP he still has left, once he crosses that threshold, it might just only prolong the inevitable. But we never know, right? Paralyzed, full sense, now in a big fight against J4F, just for fun. Rao, haven't seen this man in a very, very long time, but happy to see him back up into his feet once more. Rest of full sense here, they immediately decide to just back away from the fight. Kind of looking for position rather than the big ones, but maybe they're gonna find another one that's making a lot of noise right on top of this hill, which they do. There it is.
Yeah, this is a pretty big 3v3 right now. Loves is what we're focusing on. He's gonna Bamboo unique. That is a huge Kurumi ult. Could be the key to winning this, because there's already 1 down. It's Mines, who was doing well in the first game of solos, but he will get taken out right here, and it's because of the Kurumi. He loves, though, using Kurumi's ability to try to, resurrect from a distance. It will finally work. He's gonna get knocked down, but that is such a useful thing to have. Just being able to res somebody without even having to, be anywhere near. So that's Team 15, Team Cheater FA, still hanging on to all of their lives right now. Oh, sorry, not all of their lives, because one of them just got knocked, I think. Or no, he was knocked for a little bit, but Loves is trying to, to keep his team alive, to keep his team going, while Mines is just trying to defend against Bamboo. But now Full Sense has third party, and here is, look at all of the explosive arrows, the explosions. Unique is, I think, almost down The snipe, try to go for the snipe. No, he will not find it though. Should be a little bit chaotic. I mean, it is chaotic, but I'm not exactly sure who wins this. So lots of disengaging going
The
on here.
shadow will shortly begin to
They were able to pick up Banks from the looks of it. Minds and Loves caught smack dab in the middle of that is Bamboo Esports, as well as Brotherhood, who has joined onto the fight, who has joined the server, so to speak. This is gonna again be a battle of attrition, and I do not want to be in the position where Cheater FA are, because yeah, they immediately understand that they have to try to escape this. Everybody is hot pursuit towards them. Loves as well as Banks, they gotta have to try to delay just for Mine so that he can heal back up the full. This is quite the risky scenario they've kind of found themselves in. They were looking good at the start, but now they're kind of gasping for some form of solace. When we're down to just like the final 18 players, and when the safe zone is this damn small, this is going to be quite difficult. And back up into the fight, it is going to be a huge one with Just for Fun getting the better of it, as Unique cannot even find some space to breathe and gets knocked away. Slows, he's also gotten stunned, backing away from the fight. Full Sense have found themselves another fight with Team Game Entertainment, and these tussles have just exploded throughout the safe zone that is just remaining in the map here in Herald's Trial.
Yeah, and Paralyze, he's gonna do what his name says. He paralyzed with 13, gets a good hit, but now he's going to have to get healed. He has to go through. Okay, should be a very, very big Vibrating ultimate if it does go through. What is happening right now? Okay, Paralyze is going to get slashed up by Rip, gets stunned up, but will he be able to live through this? One more hit, he won't. And that is Full Sense paralyzing. He has left two of his teammates. Olivier he's been knocked out right into the teeth of Brotherhood, so he has to get right back up there. And it's not looking good for Full Sense. They're getting bullied. One more hit onto Olivier, and he's gonna go down. That's it. There's only one more. It's just Sheeburger who can save the game for Full Sense, but it's going to be very tough. But it's he's a Kurumi, so it should be a little bit easier. And yeah, this is the strat usually.
They've realized it. They know it's not gonna be any more easier for them. So Cheater FA, they just decide to not really join up until the very last second, because again, there's still like 14 other squads. That's if you think about it, about 4-5 squads remaining overall on the map. It's probably the safer of the few options that they have left, since they know that they're not really much in terms of the utility anymore. The fights might not really go their way, since other teams might have the better combo, so to speak, especially with their ult being up and whatnot. But yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Just for fun, Rao, he's kind of escaped the fight, and we kind of go to that respect where it's gonna be another battle of attrition here. Once the dust settles, the team that has the most amount of health or the ability to heal back up to full, especially in these extended fights, will definitely be able to get the win. Now, just for fun, they've caught themselves in the middle of this big fight, and Bestin not missing a beat to shave off what little HP they had, and just for fun, realizing this, backs away, but they're backing away to where the rest of Cheater FA are, and they might not find any time at all to even try to heal. And Olivia, last person standing. Oh no, he's not gonna survive this. Yeah, there it is. You can heal all you want, but if you're not back in the safe zone, you're out for the count.
Oh god, and they're hunting it down. They're guarding the body. They know that if Sheeburger gets res, then it's gonna be a chance for Full Sense to get back in. But Olivier, he's fighting for his life. He does have the ultimate from Viper. Ning gets the stun. All right, there is a couple stuns, but I don't think it's enough to get the res up. Yeah, the Sheeburger's Karen has disappeared fully. Olivier has to just survive and recover, but this circle is it's so tiny now. And looking at This other team, Cheater FA, they're gonna get taken down very low. TGE, Team Game Entertainment, they're chasing down Loves.
He's dead.
Loves cannot, he can't be there. He's getting chased down. Look at the movement. He's still alive, but finally gets taken out. Musket shot to the back, execution style. Brotherhood, Taj finds Just for Fun's Alex, but Just for Fun fighting for their life as well. They do have some equipment. They do have like a possibility of still getting their teammate back up, and that's what they're gonna work on right now. Rao is the one who both of them are going to keep Alex up and running here. But right now, it's looking a little bit dire for Cheater FA with Loves out of the fight.
TGE, they're looking really strong into this one. Banks, Loves, and Mines, they're up to full once again. TGE wants to dethrone them on top of the rooftops here. And look at that combo. They're just flushing them out. This is like the plumber games for TGE. They've dethroned Banks. They're gonna try to get as much as they can. And now, change the perspective again. It's Brotherhood. It's fights over fights over fights. You think that you've done already, you go to a different location, but there's another squad right then and there. And for the moment, this has turned into faction wars in a sense, where each portion of the safe zone is literally controlled by one team or one squad. And if you make the mistake of challenging them without the proper abilities to utilize, you're just going to be put in a bad spot. Rao has found another, and inside this tiny little house, the Great Sword just deals massive damage. Mines cannot get out of this, very sticky situation. His teammates cannot bail him out as well. Brotherhood, oh no, they smell it. Blood in the waters. Bestin, what you got for me?
Yeah, Bestin trying to get in, but there's already people inside. It's actually Just for Fun's Chicken who finds Brotherhood's stash. So Brotherhood, they're down one person. And look at how small the circle is. They're all just fighting vertically right now. Bestin is going to get knocked down, and look at the follow-up coming through. Okay, there's so much going on right now. Just for Fun is still, they're all still up. There is another team that's also up, but Brotherhood they're in dire straits. There are only two of them left. Bestin can maybe try to fight a couple kills here, but he's gonna get knocked down. CC'd to hanging back. And look at this circle. It's just like this house. They're fighting just inside this tiny little hut. Who's gonna get it? And there's nobody dead yet. Kaigo is finally died. Bestin, though, is the last man standing for Brotherhood. He's very low. He's not low. He's it's risky for him to try to actually fight here. But TGE, they're full force still. I think they're the only full team left. Bestin just hiding out by the edge of the circle. Banks as well. They're just looking for an opportunity to get back in the fight. Rao is he's got no armor, but he does find a kill. That's 4 kills already for him. That's Ish97 who goes out, and there's no chance for reviving here. Just for Fun has full control of the rooftop as of this moment, but they will get challenged by Team Game Entertainment here very soon.
This is where you really see who the incredible players are, knowing how to actually get a hit off in such like small quarters when verticality is kind of the name of the game here. There's very little space. If you want to just try to go for the horizontal hack and slash, it's all about the up and downs for the moment. And when it's this close in terms of combat, Viperna's ultimate is queen. They're just getting knocked one after the other. TGE's been getting out of the safe zone here, and there's just one more. TGE Just for Fun. TGE Just for Fun once again. Rethon's gonna have to try to get into this teeny tiny hole, and who's gonna be in the top of it? It seems like it should be TGE, and that is gonna be it. What a victory! What a dub! And they claim 17 kills in total.
Jesus! 17 kills in total. We have 14 for Just for Fun. That's 12 for Brotherhood. I think Bamboo actually got 21 kills, but they are in 6th. So this is a very, very strong showing from Team Game Entertainment. That is a huge lead that they have in terms of points, in terms of being on the ladder, because this is just 2 games of trios. So if they can keep consistent, or even like be a little bit in the middle of a pack or even in the top 5 for the next one, they should be good to win. But you know, this is Naraka Blade Point. We don't know how things are gonna shape up. But what we do know is that there were some really nasty plays.
The wind screams.
To choose an epitaph.
Only fools can. I guess you can have some. I love this part. Not bad.
Let my friends be healed! Your penance.
Screams.
Gaze upon my enemies.
I love this part. Shame.
The wind screams. Feel the light of the dawn.
No more vines.
What a performance from Team Game Entertainment, swiping the rest of the opposition. And of course, we're back after the highlights, guys, to prepare ourselves for that round 2. But before all of that, let's check out the leaderboards. I believe the tournament organizers are just preparing it for us. It's just a matter of time to see how it goes. And when we went on that highlight/break G10, I also was eyeing a specific team.
Okay.
Bamboo,
Yeah.
21 kills. We thought that 17 kills was big. 21, that's massive.
Yeah, I did mention that they did get 21 kills at the end of the last game, but unfortunately they were, I think, just in 6th place. So yeah, the 21 kills will land them actually in number 2 because they were so incredibly aggressive. Yeah, but yeah, Team Game Entertainment still in first as expected. They got 17 plus the multiplier gives them 35.2 total points. But of course, that was just one game out of 2. Everything can shift. We could have, I don't know, Shu going up to top 1 if they just play incredibly aggressive. Also, interestingly, on me. At number 15, we had a little bit of a high expectation for them because it did have their team was pretty stacked. They have Master Demo, who is just a beast, and Frostivus, who won the solo cup. So a little bit of a turnaround here.
It really is. You probably think that again, this team is the team to beat, but there are specifically some players that we saw in solos that are not playing in trios, and these are different, amazing competitors that have joined. Now we are ready to go into the second round in just a few more, and let's probably set the pace here, G10,
All right.
where I feel like even if you're like at 3 points, there is still that option for you to go big or go home in the second round.
That's right.
Especially if you can, excuse me, I'm just going to finish off. Especially if you can wipe out a squad for 2 times. That's double the points that you can pick up.
True. That is quite a lot of points, and especially if you're very low, low on the ladder, you will be trying to play as aggressive as possible. You're going to be trying to maximize all of the points that that you can get. It's not going to be easy by any means, but it's still very possible to get back up there. Like I said, this is a team game, and if you get the points, if you get everything going, then you can jump from 20 all the way up to 1, but you need to be absolutely on point.
Very true. There is a lot of scenarios. There's a lot of things to try to cross out here. But I feel like even if you're 3 points, like on me, if you're like 0 points, there is still that possibility if you're able to go big, so to speak, coming into the second round. I think like even if there is like a ridiculous lead for Team Game Entertainment, and again, nothing to discredit them. They were fantastic. They really made use of the strength of the Greater, especially in a team dynamic, especially in close quarter combat, and they made it work. But I feel like because of how well they did and how much points they can make, I think other teams can also replicate that if they can do a, let's call it the Team Game Entertainment run. So if they can do a TGE run, this would be fantastic for any team looking to maybe get into that top 3, as that only the top 3 will have even a chance or even a glimpse of that lion's share of the prize pool here in trio. So it really is gonna go down to the wire, but definitely there is big leads for the top 3 teams that we have right now coming out from round 1.
Yeah, I mean, you saw how low Bamboo actually was in the placements of that one game.
Yeah.
However, they were able to make it up because 21 kills in total. That was absolutely insane. I don't think, the second highest was 17 kills, TGE. But if another team can emulate that, they definitely can just keep going. They keep getting up to the top. Dethrone Bamboo, dethrone Team Game Entertainment. But it's all up in the air. Sometimes it really just is luck of the draw and how you play around third partying and getting third partied. You have to be incredibly cautious but aggressive, which is a very difficult balance for most teams to strike.
We saw a lot of teams really go above and beyond their, I feel like, current capabilities just to chase those kills, because they're feeling pressured. We need to get that kills. We need to be able to stack up the points in the multiplier, and it blows up in their face. I was really expecting Tokyo Manji to be on the top there. I was expecting Brotherhood. Technically, Brotherhood was still on the top, but not in the top 3 just yet, if I'm not wrong. I think they're like top 4 right now. But yeah, teams that I saw from last week that were incredibly smart, incredibly controlled, seem to put themselves a bit on the wire here. But maybe it's also because the level of competition has really amped up as well. I mean, this is the finals already for the Celestra Cup, and all of these teams are really vying for that top spot. Now, as the second round is just undergoing, guys, I'd like to remind you that we are live right now at the Twitch channel of the official Naraka Blade Point channel. So that's pretty awesome. And if you guys haven't seen the other channels that we have the Viet one, we have the Thai one. You can check it out. That is also dragged down in the categories at the Naraka Blade Point game. It's all there, guys. So if you don't like the English broadcast, you can check out the Thai as well as the Vietnamese broadcast, which is all available to you guys.
Yeah, and if you don't wanna watch, if you wanna play Naraka Blade Point, definitely check out Valdequi. She is a very unique hero. She's got a really cool aesthetic, got that eye patch going, kind of like a pirate, and the waters, and it's just, they look beautiful.
Yeah. Oh, my mic is getting a little bit antsy now. It wants to get started with the fight. Speaking of which, oh, dude, yeah, I was just about to point it out. Should I actually replace my microphone here? It's only been with me for a year, but I feel like I would want to get an upgrade, especially that there's a lot of really good options out there. I was looking at a bag before, but now mics might be the better option because we in broadcast. So
that's right. It's an investment in your. It's an investment in sounding better as a caster. That's kind of what you always need to do. But you know what? Let's make a bet. If TGE win this, you buy that mic.
Oh my gosh! No, I have a different horse to run in this in this trios tournament.
All right.
Okay. If at least specifically for this round 2, do we do it as overall or round 2?
Overall. I want to say
overall. Okay.
Whoever wins the whole thing.
It's hard. Okay, I'll pull it out there. If Brotherhood win this, I'll get a new mic.
All right, Brotherhood, you hear that? You heard it here first. Win this tournament. Get Garwell, get Aserai that new microphone that.
They're not gonna buy it for me. I'm gonna buy it for myself.
Yes.
Just to clarify, all right?
Yeah.
This is not a money bet at all, guys. This is a fun wager between us casters. We're gonna see if the team that I feel like has a lot of really has a really good capability will be able to win in the round and the overall arc of the tournament, or is it really Team Game Entertainment your selection, or do you have a different squad that you're kind of eyeing here moving forward?
Honestly, for me, just based on what I saw last game, it might actually just be Team Game Entertainment because they have a very good grasp of macro. They know when to play defensively. They know when to play from range. Third partying with bows. That is something that they do love doing, raining down terror on the masses, basically. And for me, I do think that they have a huge potential to actually win this. They do like getting to that final circle. They like playing defensively when they can. And I don't know, just honestly, based on what we saw in that last round, to me, it seems like Team Game Entertainment have a very strong chance, and it helps that they are in the lead right now.
I think that's a very tactical or analytical way of looking at it. It makes a lot of sense as well. It's taking a bit of a long time here to get into our round 2, but we're definitely making sure that there's no hiccups for you guys. It is what it is. Sometimes you do get those little bits of kind of wait times because of the game. And perfectly, our production has whispered in my ear, Game 2 is ready. The Herald's Trial has been prepared once again, and round 2, final round of the night for Celestra Cup Season 1 Finals for the Trios is about to begin.
Yes, the last game of the Celestra Cup. This is it, the final round. All the competition for the last couple weeks has been leading up to this. And here we go. Who is going to claim the power of the gods? Will it be Team Game Entertainment, or will Brotherhood win, and will Aserai get a new mic?
Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. Quickly enough, we do see which team is this again? Oh yeah, there we go. Sorry, excuse me. I was lost for a moment. It was Cheater FA immediately switching up to Shipper, who has found themselves a bit of a fight here. Again, these teams would love to immediately use their resurrection just so that they can go for that option to get that straight up 1 kill point for them. And that's what we saw Bamboo Esports really do quite significantly well here. Now, moving forward, we do see Snack DQK into a bit of a big fight here. Again, chasing down hard onto Need Sponsor, who I don't think we saw in the leaderboards at all. And they got knocked straight as we spot them going in for this quick fight.
I mean, it is kind of the start of the game, getting knocked down here. doesn't matter quite as much because you still do have the res, but it does establish some dominance. It gets you. I'm not sure if it does get you, if it counts as points for kills, but looking at BQK though, looks like they are destroying.
Yeah, I need sponsor. DQK in a pretty fantastic spot. We're down to just 52 players remaining, but I do believe the Resurrections is still up and running, and Ripper, he has not had enough. He's already in a big fight here with GLC. Does have the Great Sword, but Great Swords do have that issue where too close of a fight, you need to space yourself out, has to switch back out to the Spear, but has his teammates to help him back up to full once again. Really good fights overall.
Oh.
Banks, here comes the rest of Cheater FA. Let's see what they can do when they're paired up against Shu.
Yeah.
And it looks like the, it fits the Shu. Shu's gonna get cleaned up here. That's gonna be out for them, but Mercy, he's gonna try to at least bail out the rest of his team.
Yeah, at the very least, Mercy, we saw Mercy actually just doing a lot of running in the last round because he was getting chased down, but right now, not going to be able to do any running whatsoever. Going to just be absolutely destroyed. And yeah, Team Cheater FA, they are kind of on the warpath because they had a really good run almost in the last one, but they were just kind of, denied at the last circle.
They really were. It seems like, again, it's very chaotic, but these teams definitely know what they're kind of doing there. And Team Game Entertainment always knew that if they can dethrone high grounders, they can claim that for themselves, and they never let go. I mean, yeah, they will probably go down just for fights, but they still kind of keep on rolling, baby. Speaking of rolls, Akame's gonna be swirling around in his own ultimate, trying to get out of the ultimate of the Sandstorm there, and he still has his Titan if need be, but it seems like not needing to go that far, able to pick up 3 kills, and they have worked up the resurrection of the whole CSN squad. But same could be said with his own. Going into a different fight, it really is just pure chaos throughout the rest of this fight, as Just for Fun, one of our leaders here, is going to be in a big one against Bamboo and the rest. Roy trying to do the best that he can here, but he's in a 3 versus 1. It's only a matter of time, and he's trying to Mamba out of the fight, but the Mamba strikes back. And well, that's going to be it for him. Just for Fun, they've knocked out the rest of Bamboo Esports, who's going to have to go and find themselves a spawn point.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, okay, so Rao is on the way out, trying to keep himself alive, because I mean, having that gold armor is going to be really, really good. You don't want to give that over to another team. So Rao is just trying to get away, trying to find somewhere safe to heal up and really escape here, because his team is kind of depending on him to keep that. DQK though looks like they won another fight, destroyed SZ Video, who I don't think was a factor in the last one quite at all. So yeah, giving more points over to DQK. But here it is, the fight. Rao is still alive. The rest of the team has not yet spawned in. They're looking for a place, but they're getting blocked because NTN99 is just keeping going. This is Team Hing Hoi. They're chasing Rao super, super aggressively, and Rao still looking at the movement from Rao, trying to keep himself alive. But yeah, they bringing them over to Team Just for Fun will distract him long enough to for him to be able to get out of there easily. Alex taking quite a lot of damage, and he's got one more shot from death. He's gonna get stun locked, and that is Just for Fun Alex down. But Rao here and Chicken VN, they are still in the fight now. That Rao was able to get away, heal up, but now he's gonna get chased down again. They're really, really thirsty for Rao at this point, because Chicken VN has gone down once again. I'm like, Rao is just the last man standing and will not yet go down. The movement, he's escaping. No, he won't. Finally, Roy will take him out and claim that gold armor for himself.
Attack our enemies.
where I shall make you
That's
regret it.
unfortunate. They're basically back to 0. They can still resurrect. Yes, but
Oh.
wow, Kaigo! The 2-for-1. It's the happy birthday. But the candles blown out too quickly there as Mind and the rest of Cheater FA just literally reset Kaigo's run.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not sure if Kaigo's the only one remaining from Brotherhood, but
I hope not.
I don't think so. There's Taj S right behind him, but yeah, either way, that was something that you don't really want to happen. Yes, you can still resurrect up until this point, but speaking of that as well, teams already have good loot, and you don't want to start back to 0. The Titan has been called. It's Eren Yeager. Sounds like a baka, Eren Yeager. But let's
he
see if he can
finds one,
double
though.
slap it. Oh, he needs to get another yoink. And can he find it? Jumps up.
Not
Prediction's
quite.
not going to be good, so maybe a slam onto the ground or maybe a pinata would be good enough. He has, DQK right in his sight, smacks it to the floor, spots out Henry, and he spots it. Second target. Can he even predict? Nope. Just decides otherwise and smacks Henry back into the floor. Maybe a reset. Not going to happen. Not sure how long N99 has with the charge on this Titan. But Henry is doing a fantastic job at denying any form of slapdowns once again. But Snack DQK right in front of N99. What's going to happen here? Nope. Henry decides to just back him off. Has to go and block it. Does get the Envy from the Matari. That is the V3, I believe. And Henry, he's basically inside a pinata. He can't get away. N99 is basically playing bodyguard, and that's going to be it. All she wrote. Henry's going to have to try to get revived here because it's not really going to look pretty enough. N99 afraid of the tether from the Viper Ning, as it seems like Henry gets picked off or gets bailed out by his teammate with that ultimate.
Yeah, but not fully res though. And as we move on over to Cheater FA versus Team Game Entertainment, TGE, they're up there in the leaderboards, and they do find another kill onto Mines. Cheater FA doesn't look like they're really standing up to Team Game Entertainment. They do have res still for everybody. So, but that is a lot of points already for TGE, just being able to take out an entire squad. When you already have such a huge point lead is gonna be huge for them. Oh, Red Whale though is maybe in a 1v2, 1v3 even here, but the rest of his team has come through.
Better with my own
And
team.
this is kind of what you want to do sometimes. Is you want to be range support, range DPS support, but not hitting these ballista shots is gonna be a little bit rough for 9 Wayne. So he's gonna go right into the fight instead. But yeah, Blue Shark was able to stun him as soon as he came down, and that means that he's gonna get juggled to heck and back. And there will be the kill onto 9 Wayne and Pokung. It's just the last member of SZ looking out. SZ Video has to run away. Has to Blue Shark will have to look for not Blue Shark, the other SC member will have to look for the res. Oh god, full sense. Getting paralyzed here, paralyzed Zen. He's going to try to live right here, but he's getting chased by 3 people. He tries to go for some more, but he's gonna get silenced. Oh god, he's gonna get stabbed again and again and again. The stun lock will kill him. It's a great sword that finally takes his life.
Need sponsors struggling a while ago, but they're looking mighty fine. Able to knock out Full Sense is a big deal for them. Loving the spacing. They didn't really clump up together because they were still aware that Paralyze was using his focus attacks to kind of hit multiple targets and maybe even get knockouts. But they played that exceedingly well, G10. Now, Nazir Black gonna have to revive Crazy Q. Not even given that opportunity. DQK just immediately knows what's going to be happening, and they go in for the quick little chase down. And Black, well, he really is going to go into that black abyss if he's not careful. But all of these grapples just kind of stopping him in transit. And where is the justice in all of this? Black just cannot do away with this 3 versus 1. He's already out for the count. And that's going to be all she wrote. BB, squad number 19, Smiley, excuse me, They're in a big little fight, but this is such huge damage with the fully upgraded onto that great sword. Yeah, even couple it up with the Temulch's Blackout, and you got yourself an amazing ability to just hit ridiculous amounts of that damage.
Yeah, and Tokyo Manji is the victim right here. They will be trying to keep alive. You see Akabe TM already in his Titan form. He's looking for them. He's hunting for these guys, but he's also protecting his teammates. You see, they should be able to get the res here, and that should be the kill. Oh, it's actually not a kill onto Tabaradish. He was not able to close it out. I think he ran out of time to actually slam him down, perhaps, but Rao being a little bit annoying here, not letting Tokyo Manji really get any breathing room to res. So they have to run away right here, but they're getting chased still. Smiley is on their case.
Now let's see if that smile will turn upside down. Excuse me, not Tumulch, but rather Tarka G. I do tend to kind of mix the two. I do apologize for that if somebody's going to be calling me out straight up on Twitch. TGE, the leaders of the board here, G10.
Oh, looks like they're...
How well they're just able to space that out. And yeah, you were saying...
Yeah, they're taking out Need Sponsors. We were just saying how Need Sponsors was looking a little bit better, but running into TGE, 21A9 talent is just going to be absolutely decimated. That's already 4 kills for Rip 113. TGE look very, very strong. Oh, that is a good kill onto Tokyo Manji's Akame. And they're going to be chasing over to Pampy. I think Pampy's the last man standing, and I think that's all she wrote for Tokyo Manji. Another relatively early elimination here for them, which is a little unfortunate. Smiley now, though, on in a little bit of a scrap versus Aquarium. Can they actually get away? I think getting away is the objective here.
They're going to try to create that distance, you know, set a bit of safety if they're not going to get chased down. Seems like their opponents are still in a bit of a pickle. That is a triple knockout. AQ,
that's a Merry
they got to be
Christmas.
careful. They've lost a little bit of that potency that they were probably hoping for with just that bit of a knockout, and DQK knowing that they can just go about this particular fight. Excuse me, not DQK, but rather Shipper, and they make the best out of that situation. Now, Dr. Cognac, he's going to be helping out Ripper here. That's going to be a takedown. Gold Turtles going to be able to bring back up his teammate, but they're extremely low. And Shipper have everything that they need to win this. Still, though, the longer the fight goes, the lesser chance that both teams actually have of surviving because they're outside the zone. So, yeah, that's also one thing. They got to recover quickly. It's not the most painful just yet, but when you're getting chipped as well as in a big fight, this might not be the situation that you want yourself to be in. Viper Ning has activated the Unchained, and we'll see if there is going to be any big form of punish for that. Seems like AQ will finally be able to get some solace. There it is. They keep themselves contained. Aquarium break free from the bondages as Shipper gets shipped out of the second round.
That was such a tense fight. It could have gone either way. The Viper Ning Ultimate really made it happen for them. And speaking of Viper Ning Ultimate, there it is for DQK Hancho, but you will get the stun onto Demo. But that's fine because Demo has a spinning blade. Don't go into that zone. Don't make me into that zone. Hancho, he's not going to be the head Hancho for longer. He's going to get stabbed by the spear. Frostivus is the one who finds the kill, and look at that. On me. They're still in the fight.
They are definitely into the thick of it. And it's a very, very different contrast to what we saw from before. Technically, though, I think they didn't really have the start that they wanted. They're playing catch up here, and it seems like they want to get back and try to get as much impact plays as possible. Because again, we talked about when we started this second round that these teams, even if they have 0 points, 3 points, like what Onmi has, if they can get multiple kills, reset kills on teams, they can still have a good shot at getting into number one. Of course, it's going to be quite difficult because we do have the top leaders right now, Team Game Entertainment, who is still up and running and actually winning more fights. So they're also stacking up at the same time. Onmi, Demo's going to be healing back up as the Yotohime, and Frostivus He's just making sure that at least they're going to be healthy just in case there's going to be someone to dip out back into the fight. Now, hiding inside the bush, completely invisible, is going to be Hinghoi and 99, Ngoy, and Everrock just chilling out for a moment, just for fun. Rao, the only player left standing. And looking into it, doesn't really have that many pretty items to work with. At least he does have a good chunk of heal with the armor powders as well as the health powders, but I think that's about it.
Yeah, and I think Rao, he's gonna have to be a little bit creative with just actually third or fourth party people here. You have to get into a fight when everyone else is low already, when they're in the 1v1, the 1v2, and then try to get kills that way. Alright, so Smiley here, they still do have all their members, I think, but they're not really playing as aggressive as, say, yeah, the on me right here. Master Demo and Frostivus, they are on the warpath, and they are just controlling this zone. And it looks like they found another catch, although he's trying to get away. But it's not gonna happen. MGC, he's oh my god, it's so tense. He has to get out of there, but he's getting shot to heck and back. It's Frostivus who finally finds the kill on MGC Kajiva. And that's more points for Onmi. Can they actually get this W? I do think that it's possible if they get into that final circle, if they find the kills that they need, they could still take first here.
Zone is respectively still big,
Yeah.
to be honest. TGE, oh, look at that. They are getting some really nifty upgrades overall. Now, we did see, I believe TGE was the one that got the Soul Jade, the legendary Soul Jade for the Great Sword, I think.
Oh, yeah.
Anyways, big little fight here. It's going to be on me. Ooh, Frostivus takes a bit of a beating here. Got to be careful, but Master Demo immediately spots it out. 3 versus 1. Blink of an eye already done. And they find themselves another kill here moving forward. Rao very close to the proximity. Gold Turtle right above. Does not want to drop down. How far can he go on air? And it seems like he can get definitely far, but he drops down. Oh, he's got to be careful. But finds a bush. Hides inside of it. And hopes to God that nobody was able to spot him getting actually inside that shrubbery.
Yeah, shrubbery. But it's gonna be very tough for just for fun. For Gold Turtle right there. Aquarium. They're down to their last players, but they're not out of the game as of yet. The thing is, right, this is still a team game, even without your other teammates. If you win for them, it's still a W. So they have to never give up. They have to be very cautious and really play smart, I think, is the play here. Although that's going to be incredibly difficult versus teams as aggressive as TGE, teams as aggressive as On Me as well. So you can see a lot of control now. We've kind of slowed down the pace. It's a lot of zone control.
It kind of is, again. It's technically like that faction wars where you just have to bunker down into its general location and mark your territory, so to speak. It's like watching a bit of Animal Planet, and then there's like wild animals just kind of squirting their pheromones as to say to other invading groups to know this is our location. This spread, I think, is much more forgiving than the one we had a while ago. No more big side of mountains to deal with, because even though you can get some good mobility on mountainsides and all, do those wall dashes and whatnot, I don't think you can really deal the damage that you're looking for, the combos that you're looking for when you're out in that open. So you want kind of like these planes so that you can hit some shots in. But speaking of which, here is Tenoshi and the rest. They've already spotted On Me, and the Wombo combo ensues. The stun onto Plexus. Can he even survive? Nope. Immediately, as I just try to get a gulp, he gets knocked off the face of the earth. Master Demo is creating some space here, but Frostivus caught rocking a hard place. Master Demo coming in, but he just came in the wrong time as there was a big slash that slapped him right in the face. He tried to bail himself out with the ultimate, but ultimately was futile. And this team that knocked them out is
3T.
one of the teams that, again, we were looking forward to seeing as well. 3T, exactly that. And in the Battle of an Eyelash, on me, they're out.
I had high hopes for them actually because you saw they had gold armor, but they got absolutely mollywopped, honestly. Just yeah, there was no way that they were gonna go through that. Just through all of the CC, all of the hits that they were taking, there was absolutely zero chance that they could fight back unless they found the perfect parry or a great sword swipe to the Happy Birthday or Merry Christmas 3T. But unfortunately, I think that eliminates the chances of Onmi of actually getting into the top 3. Oh, Gold Turtle.
Gold Turtle. Ooh, that's a shot. Rao still dipping his toes in the kill feed here. I like it. He's soloing, but if he can find these kind of outliers, these 1v1 fights, or just kind of final takedowns, he's in a good spot to at least rack up some points, even if he's alive. So I like that he's not just hiding for the rest of this match. He's making the most out of a bad situation. He's doing those proactive plays, and it works out. Okay, we'll see how that goes, as there's still 13 people alive on the server. But again, it's looking quite hairy. We do have here Hinghoi, who were our hiders, but now they're the ones who are out in the open and looking for fights.
All right, Blackout as well, but Ngoy is trying to find a kill right there. Looking into TGE right here. Oh, actually, Sandrovin is going to get taken up by TGE. Rip 113 finds another kill, and this, my god, they are trying to extend their lead. Ish97 with the zone control flamethrower. All right, NTN goes Titan mode. Can he find somebody? Can he grab something? No, he cannot as of yet, but Hinghoi is protecting him. Yep, just trying to look for these random little random grabs, but they're not letting him. They can see it come from a mile away. It's a very telegraphed move, and they can get out of the way. Basically, he has to lead the shots and predict where TGE and 3T are going to be. So this is, I think, our final four teams, because there are 11. 3 of them are
I think so.
Full. 3 of them are full squads. Oh no, final 5, because Rao is just all alone, and there's probably another solo player right here. So 3T, TGE, Hinghoi, SZ Video, and Just for Fun. But Rao is he's all alone, so he's gonna be the easy target here for TGE.
Is it really going to be an easy target? He's
Well,
been
the
surviving
obvious
when there's like multiple squads all around him. He's been, I think, one of the fantastic players that we've had ever since.
Yeah.
Now TGE, they're running rampant here, and they even have the Flamebringer, which is literally giving Rip, Ish, and Rithon a barbecue party underneath them. It's a slow roast, and well, after a bit of cooking, they're going to be able to get themselves a nice juicy treat. In any case, everybody's just going up the hill now. They immediately understand that they have to go for the big fight here, because they're just taking random bits of free damage from opponents when they're not supposed to be getting into the fight. Now, Hinghoi, they also do decide to take a bit of a slower pace, as another team is already on the fight. Repeater's out for Ngoy here, but it's not really doing the damage that he probably wants to, and they're playing the safe G10. They're holding their breath for the moment, because they know they don't really have to go full balls to the wall deep on the fight on the top side.
I mean, not yet, right? But they will have to eventually. As you can see, the zone isn't too small, but it is still fairly tiny. Rao's still alive, surprisingly. But I guess just being evasive is way too much for everyone to deal with when you're also trying to deal with squads. So I guess let the solo player live for a little bit more. Try to get some really good hits here, just like that. Ish finds one and then starts the barbecue party already. Can you get any damage? And no kills as of yet either. But TG, now they have 2 of them. They have 2!
Oh yeah, there it is. Flame, bring it on. They are hooking the serve. I mean, if you have a low how do you say this? A low quality PC or a low performing PC, you might have some incredible frame drops right now when there's just so many particles being thrown out by TGE. Maybe that's a strategy that they want to do here. Maybe that's their master plan.
That's a catch.
Just to make everybody lag their frick out. Anyways, there's down to 11 players left. Ish just has no regard for human life and is still roasting any target that he sees right in front of him. And they're still repairing their weapons. What is this team game entertainment? How do you do this? What are you made of? They're still making it happen, and everybody is just freaking the heck out. Trident, yeah, there it is. The Twilight Crimson has been activated. Look at how many targets it actually picks up, but the follow-up is what's important, and yeah, there it is. Some good follow-up. Senosha's been knocked out. There are just a few more remaining in this 9 all-alive fight. Ooh, and a 9. Say goodnight.
Yeah, and look at TGE. They don't even have target G, but they are absolutely cooking this server, and they are controlling this final circle really well. Surprisingly, Rao still has not died. Okay, sorry, he is dead now. My bad. But this is the final fight. TGE, they still have all 3 members of this. It's just Hing Hoi now. Ngoi is gonna get taken out in a 1v3. Everrock, I don't think he can survive this. They can smell blood, and TGE. That's all she wrote. This is them taking 2 first places. With this one is 18 kills. Jeez Louise, even more than their last game. So I think it's safe to say, Darwell, that my prediction, I think, is a right one here.
I already bought the mic, so it's fine. It was just 1 stock remaining, dude, and like I think it's because I shared it, but excuse me, that's not the point. The point is TGE, 2-peat. What a fantastic outcome, result from them. I think undoubtedly they're going to be our top ones.
Yeah.
But 2 to 3 is still up in the air, since I don't think we saw a repeat of the number 2 and 3 from last time. Like Bamboo Esports, they're down to 6. They only have like 2 kills, so that's not as good as what we saw from the last one. We do have, of course, let's say Ami, all eyes on them.
Yeah.
11 kills for them. They're number 8. That's much better than before. We're gonna throw it to the highlights first, and when we come back, it's the overall tally leaderboards.
Shame. I thought you'd be more
wind screams.
Shame on my enemies.
Feel the might of the toad.
Not the first, not the last.
The gods fury. Come and join this battle.
Let my friend be healed!
Not the first, not the last.
I shall purify the
Feel the might of the toad.
You're more valuable dead. I guess we can have some moment. Shame. I thought you'd be more interesting.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I mean, it was just a quick break, so you're
Yeah.
fine. Anyways, we are done with the Celestra Cup Season 1 Trios Finals. We're just moments away from checking out the final leaderboards here and seeing who's going to be rank 1, rank 2, and rank 3, because those are the most important since they will get, again, the sum of the prize pool. Everybody's going to go home without anything, but I mean, it's going to be fine because G10, you want to announce it, or
Yeah.
I think you should announce it.
I'm fairly
I'm
certain
actually-
that, yeah. All right, so number 1, Celestra Cup Season 1. This is the end, but it's not over. There will be Season 2 right now, but no surprise for the first place Team Game Entertainment with a whopping 72 points. Almost twice as much as the second place, Just for Fun, who actually came in at 37.7. And Bamboo, actually, they hold on to the top 3. They stay at number 3, though, at 35. So congratulations to TGE, Just for Fun, and Bamboo Esports for being the top 3 best teams in Southeast Asia.
Just gotta say, the way the Team Game Entertainment go about their fights, very, 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 very confident. That's like a lot of varies, but you do see the
Yes.
point that I'm making here. They just have no fear whatsoever. It seems like the strategy they're doing should be punished, but because they feel of how well and vibing they are as an entire squad, they just have no hesitation to make it work, and it works. Look, you saw how the Flamebringer was just putting every other team to shame, while Team Game Entertainment were just wreaking havoc when that happened. So that's gonna be it. Congratulations to them, congratulations to Bamboo, and of course our the other winners that we have for this trios tournament. Now, as G10 mentioned, guys, there is going to be an upcoming Celestra Cup Season 2, so be sure to just follow the social medias of Naraka Blade Point for more details on that one. And I think, G10, that's going to be it for us for today. Again, we're live at the Naraka Blade Point Twitch. You can follow it, guys, for the other tournaments in other regions for Naraka Blade Point if you had not had enough for of the esports of this amazing game. But anyways, that's it for us, guys. We're going to be calling it a night for the last time. My name is Asarai. With me is G10. This has been the Naraka Blade Point Celestra Cup Season 1. We'll see you on the next one, guys. Ciao and bye.
Good night.